Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that this is an archived stream. If you want to come out and see me live, you could be in this chat, you could be up here in this little corner here. All you have to do is go to the link that's on screen, and whenever I'm live, you can come say hi. I'd love to see you there. Until then, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is your host, Bluebeard Gamer. Where we last left off in Civ 6, we were going on a bit of a war path. I mean, no, we weren't. We were the symbol of peace, as always. Ignore the fact that actually we still don't have the strongest military in the world, but you get my point. Africa and the Middle East are kind of a bit of a mess, so we were going through and we were cleaning it up. Is probably the best way of putting it. And you guys I did do a Twitter poll on this, and the reason that we're doing this today is because I asked for, I think this past Wednesday or something, what you guys had wanted to see. From what I remember, Tiramis won out. No, actually, wait. This Tiramis tied with this. So my consolation was I was going to do Tiramis that day, and then Saturday I was going to do Civ. Well, I ended up recording for Tiramis lore on Saturday, which means that now, here on Monday, we are doing Civ like we were finally meant to do. So if we take a quick look at the state of the world, India and Japan are in a total mess of affairs here. There's a bunch of quests I don't care about because we basically control every city-state in the game at this point except for 1 or 2 here and there. And we get tons of envoys anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We did find aluminum, which we are already capturing because of our district there. All in all, we're in a pretty strong spot. If we look back at the rest of the scores, we are second in science. Gran Colombia is still ahead of us, but we are very much catching up to him. He still hasn't researched rocketry or built the spaceport. Excuse me. So we do have that advantage. Funnily enough, we're actually doing really well in the culture victory. If we were to knock out Bolivar, we would actually have a pretty good shot of being much closer on culture, because we would lose some foreign tourists from him, but we would only have to get to 94 instead of 249. So that is a potential option. It's not what I'm focusing too much on because it's not that big of a deal. We're kind of just winning in other categories right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I like how I have the option of researching both tanks and modern armor. Good job, me. Let's see. What do we want to research, though? We have to keep in mind what we have unlocked at the moment. Let's beeline offshore rig, and that'll get us a couple of other things that we should have researched by now anyway. Because we want more oil. Oil is our lifeblood at the moment, and we're barely gaining anything. So I would like to fix that, if you will. Something else I was actually thinking about was we're doing pretty well here for actually real quick. Let's create a new product. I want to see what that does. I haven't done anything like that yet. But, we're obviously doing pretty well for ourselves here. I don't think that's really a secret. But, I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun if our next game we did on Immortal difficulty instead of Emperor? I think I can do it. If you guys have faith in me, I would hope you would. I'd be slightly offended if you didn't, but you know, that's all right. Ooh, we should repair our campus and promote people. 100% tourism from great works of art, music, and writing. I don't even know what we're getting our tourism from. I want to say it's mostly from wonders anyway. Yeah, we have barely anything in terms of actual. Yeah, we don't really have much here, to be perfectly honest. But that's not too important. We do have the Holy Grail, which that's enough for me, honestly. That's enough for me. Alright, so let's take a quick look here. What we want you to go fix stuff. Yeah, so for this episode, it may not be as exciting, but I feel like what we have to do is just kind of go on the war path here and take care of Africa. Because if we can take out all these places here, we're actually going to be at a very nice strategic advantage. And we can now also shoot the city from all the way out there, which is very nice indeed. Our cities, or our navy down here in the coastline is wreaking havoc on them. We're gonna kill the crossbowman first. I think that's a bigger priority. And we will station you just out of range of their attack. You can heal. I think we're also giving loyalty there anyway. And yeah, we are, we're in a pretty good spot. We just need to not mess things up. We could still lose this. There could be a religious victory that pops up out of nowhere because I take out one opponent and the other just has the only religion, the only dominant religion left by default. There is a risk of that. There is also a risk that diplomatic victory could be achieved, although if I knock out India, then I would basically be in the lead for that, and the thing is, if I'm going to take capitals and things, diplomatic victory is going to be hard to control, because even with all of our buffs we're getting, we own 2 occupied original capitals, which, oh yeah, I guess that, oh, this isn't the Zulu capital, right. The instant I take this city here, we're going to be in trouble, because we're going to instantly we're going to be losing 5 more diplomatic favors. So, slight nerf in that regard to us, but I think we will manage. Repeat that route, get us tons of money, culture, science, and whatnot. Plenty of stuff there to take advantage of. We'll get a lumber mill, because why not? We're building the Eiffel Tower. We're kind of just building wonders wherever at this point. Trading with all of these different city-states to get us insane yields, because we're just doing pretty decent at this, honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, I kind of want to go after one of the big threats, either Grand Colombia or... That's not important. Either Grand Colombia or India. The problem I run into is that, hang on a second, I'll look at that in a moment. Sean Bean's talking, so we just need to kind of get him to shut up for a second. Yeah, I like all of this. I'm definitely a fan of all this. I do kind of want the extra 10% production towards wonders since I'm building so many. Also, we get production from science adjacency bonuses, so how about we replace the Great Merchants? And we're gonna go full-blown to get certain types of wonders, because we just got the Elements and Scott Research Station. And I want to build that up here. It must be adjacent to a campus. I don't think we have a campus yet. If there are 5 snow or snow hills tiles within 3 tiles of a city and owned by this player. So yeah, basically we build this up here. We do need a campus. Oh, we need a higher population. Shoot. Okay, well we're gonna have to wait on that ever so slightly here. Give me more food, please. Can you work the higher food tiles, please? What is it going to take for you to grow faster? I want you to grow faster. I want to do the Alman Scott Research Station up here because that is going to give me an insane buff to all my cities, and I'll read it in more detail, obviously, here in a second. This gives us housing. We may as well buy that. And then we can just kind of build whatever for a few turns. Because it's going to take 4 turns to grow anyway. Just build a trader. Because if we get the Elements and Scott Research Station, we get plus 20% science and plus 10% production in all cities. Which, on its own, is a really good buff. But because there are 5 snow or snow hill tiles within range of this city, the yields are going to be doubled. So we're going to be getting an extra 40% science and 20% production in all of our cities. Which, that right there is basically going to clinch the game for us. Which is going to be pretty nice, I'd say. Now, the question is, we have reached the point where we could start looking into endgame civics. We don't know what that is. I don't think it's probably going to be too important. Corporate libertarianism, I don't think we would really want to go for, because the policies incline you to think that it's more military focused, which we are. To be fair, we're pretty heavily military focused at the moment. Let's just research all of these to research them, because that gets us governor promotions and a bunch of stuff like that. It just makes sense to have them. Repair libraries. But yeah, we just need to go on a warpath. That is our mission this session. We must crush, kill, destroy everything. With an iron fist and whatnot. We only do 38 damage. That's slightly concerning. Why can't I click on the artillery? This game is kind of weird sometimes. There we go. Alright, there we go. We can kill him now. Much better. What were you doing is the question. You're coming out there to do an industry, actually. Don't mind if I do. And you can go improve that. You can go improve that. There we go. Nice and tidied up. I love... Oh, wow, okay, so we're not actually doing that much damage to that city. You can just sleep. We may have to get another battleship armada, perhaps? I could very easily save up the money for it. We're just gonna have to wait a couple turns, and then I'll have it. 2 turns, I think, will be all the time I need to be able to straight up purchase a battleship armada. I just have to not be spending money for basically 2 turns, which shouldn't be too hard. Ah, Euthia. You dare flip away from me? How dare you? Nice! My machine guns are extremely effective, it turns out. Because they're higher tech than cavalry. Let's do that. You can just shoot them again. You can shoot the city walls again for massive damage. We need to start marching you in or you're not going to get there in time. Which one has 3 movement? You do, but you're very low on health. Eh. Alright, you head in. There are actually a couple city-states we are losing support with, but we'll be getting a couple things soon to fix that. So I'm not too worried. And we're definitely peaceful, guys. Do we need anything? We could use a neighborhood. People are actually... Hang on. Yeah, we could use more housing. As much as I don't want to get rid of that tile, because the yields are pretty decent overall. Yeah, because we could just get rid of this farm. This tile is just straight up better. It does everything that farm does and then a little bit more. We could just build the Statue of Liberty, frankly. Is there anything else worth building? I mean, we may as well, right? Bonk. Statue of Liberty. Eh. Don't need the loyalty buffs. I'm just building it so that, I'm just building it so that we can get more, more culture and tourism from Wonders. That's pretty much it. We've reached the point in the game where we're extremely overpowered, so we just need to decide how we want to win and actually beeline that a little bit, and then we'll be golden at that point. And I have all these builders because cities were running out of things to do. I think I was having some of them come down here to work on all this, so we'll see what happens there. You can shoot the walls again. We did a bit more damage that time. What were you up here for? Oh, actually, I think I probably just built you up here. We are gonna go to... Let's go spy in... Where's Grand Columbia? Grand Columbia is here. We're gonna pick Bogota. And boink. They have a decent military. They're the only civ in the game who actually has a potentially sizable military against me. So what I feel like I should do is just knock out... India doesn't have a single military unit, apparently. What we need to do is just go and knock out everyone else, and then our final confrontation can be with Grand Columbia. And it has the potential to be a glorious battle. Or it may end up just being really boring and anticlimactic for some reason. I just spent money that I needed to save, but whatever. We now have enough to create a corporation, which... Yes, don't mind if I do. We can just build that down here, and that'll make that city... It'll make Memphis even better. Oh, wonderful stuff indeed. Wonderful stuff. Just build some farms. I have you guys down here. I may as well improve every tile I can. Just because I have builders running around, we may as well use them. There is some... We should go improve the ivory down here. But all that is stuff for the future. Our machine guns... Excuse me, my machine guns are so ridiculously powerful. There's just nothing they can do, and it's kind of hilarious and sad at the same time how poor they are doing against me. We can one-shot their line infantry. They weren't even the main threat. Alright, now the city is pretty much a non-issue. We need to win back some of these city-states we lost, because we are only let's see. Who is the suzerain of this one? No one? We may as well get Kumasi back. And we're not really close to... Oh, we are kind of close to the other two. We'll get Ayutthaya back on our side. There we go. All in all, we are... yeah, we're doing pretty well. Let's go build a farm. Bonk. Honestly, our empire is beautiful. It's very peaceful as well, obviously. Have I mentioned at all how peaceful we are? Oh, 1 turn till growth? Go there and upgrade that next turn, please. If you will. I feel like this has to be repaired. Yeah, it's pillaged. Go repair that, please. Shoot the walls again, because we're literally just wearing this thing down over time. There's... like, they can't do anything about it, so it doesn't really matter. If I remove the improvement... Oh, right, it's a great merchant who needs to do that. I'm being silly. The oil well needs to be fixed. I don't know. It's hard to tell with the oil well, honestly. Even though there's black smoke coming off of it and everything looks charred, I feel like it's kind of hard to tell, honestly. Alright. Yeah, so we gotta think about who we're going after next. India makes the most sense because their army is basically non-existent. They just threw everything they had at us and barely left a dent. We can move up through the Middle East, go after India, go after Korea and Japan. At that point, Grand Colombia and Canada are really the only ones left, so there's really not much to worry about at that point. Wait, why am I not building a campus? Oh yeah, we're waiting for the population to be larger. That's what I'm waiting on. I don't know how I instantly forgot about that, even though I specifically brought it up. That looks like it's, yeah, it's pillaged. I need to go improve that. A great admiral. Oh, yeah, we just get a free battleship. Why not, right? Why not? That's insanely over... Oh, my gosh. The great admirals in this game are just really good, honestly. They're really good. Take my word for it. I could build this university, but Petra's here, so I kind of like the yields I'm getting from it. We will build traders. And you... Is there anything you can improve? Repair the outer defenses, I guess, while you're at it. Go ahead and just kill that crossbowman. We're very powerful at this point, in case you couldn't tell. We have practically every city-state on our side. It's just... It's looking very good. We did get Kilwa-Kisiwani, didn't we? Yeah, here. So, from what I recall, it's, what, a 20%? It's, what, a 30% buff, if I remember correctly? Hang on a second, I need to confirm this. I know I should have this memorized by now, because I love this wonder so much, but... What does this do anyway? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 15%, so not as good as I thought, but because of the city-states we are suzerain of, we are getting an extra 15% science, 15% culture, 15% faith. I wish I could be getting an extra 15% gold, but there's only one commercial city-state that we know of it in the game. Which we haven't explored Australia, by the way. We should do that. There's probably some city-states down there that we could maybe take control of isn't the best word, but you know what I'm getting at. We'll get a battleship fleet. We'll do the promotion, and then we'll be able to combine these guys next turn. We'll have a battleship armada with a promotion. Really solid stuff. Oh, let's go improve that. Incense, baby. And we actually apparently can make an incense industry. I don't know where the other city is that has that. It's probably a city-state thing, but you know what? I'm not gonna be opposed to that. We're gonna do that. We've basically we've made them to where they're not really much of a threat anymore. The free cities here. We just had to tech up past them, and then the problem was pretty much solved. Now it's just a formality of going through and actually messing all of these cities up, which is going to take a while for sure. We have the option to make so many different corporations, which I'm looking forward to. We just need great merchants, which right now we're prioritizing wonders. I would argue that would be for the better for us. Gran Colombia is just spamming settlements, which makes sense. gosh. We healed off the damage of them running into us, apparently. It was so insignificant, we just healed it off. We don't want communism. Wait. I mean... No, we're gonna hold off. I can't justify those I can't justify those other buffs. I just wouldn't utilize them. The 15% discount, as well as all of the other stuff on top of it, is just so much more useful. Alright, now we can do research lab, stock exchange. We don't really need anything else there, so we can just buy a trader, I guess. And then just... Okay, well, we may as well buy it while we're here. It's not that big of a deal, but may as well. It gives us production and housing and stuff. Now we can go back to building stuff, and we are going to build just a spy, I guess. We're very rich, in case you couldn't tell. Oh, this is the spy. We're gonna send you... We're gonna send you all the way out to... We're actually gonna send you out to Ayutthaya so we can solidify our control over it. I think that's probably our best bet. Yeah, they don't stand a chance at this point. We are practically unstoppable. Get riggedy wrecked. In your face. Etc, etc. And then we can just go improve the olives, because, yes, we can now make a citrus industry as well. Man, we have industries just everywhere. It's pretty great, right? There we go. Battleship Armada with the promotion. We can send that down and we can clean up a bunch more of these coastal cities. This is basically done. So let's go and swoop in and snag it. Hippity hoppity, your city is now my property. And we'll just kill all this stuff. Wow, we didn't actually kill that one shot. Okay. And, oh, we now have a diamond corporation as well. Having tons of cities, it turns out, is really good for making corporations. Who would have thought? Because you just have tons of resources to work with. I would never have thought that. What was I even doing? Ow. Could you guys just stop, please? The nice thing is if I take out the cities...
It's like burning a Renaissance painting
okay.
to cook a meal.
That seems like that would be nice for preserves. I wouldn't use it. But it seems like it's decent. I already forgot what the stuff was, but that's fine. We got 3 envoys. Do we need to use them anywhere? We're friends with practically every city-state. We're gonna make Caguana like us a little more. We're just repairing stuff. We're ridiculously rich. What I like is if you knock out these cities like this, any of the troops that were theirs just become mine. Or they just go away. They don't... Oh, wow. This is a pop 1 city. I probably should just have burned this, but there's lots of diamonds here. Is there any way I can get a governor down here quickly enough? I mean, it's a 1-pop city. I don't think the odds are very good. But, where is... What's-his-face? Victor. Oh, yeah, we're not that's a loyalty down spiral. We're not saving that. We may just have to recapture it and burn it. There's just... I don't see a lot of other option there, unfortunately. We're gonna send you up to Symbol of Peace. However, this does mean that we can start moving these guys down south and focusing a bit more on some of these other cities. This Battleship Armada, for example, can start sailing up this way. You can heal up real quick. And you are already running out to improve the olives. Perfectly fine with me. You have 2 build charges, so you can take care of that. Go ahead and go improve that, because we'll be out of build charges by the time that guy gets over there. You can come down. We're going to start taking care of some of these other coastal cities. I almost feel like I should just leave... we should just burn a lot of these, keep some of the higher pop ones. There's just... We're very limited on what we can do here is the problem. When this city's going to flip in 3 turns, pretty much regardless of what we do. there's just, there's not a lot you can really do with that. Okay, we still haven't grown as a city for some reason. Why not? If I just switch to this. I want a food production. Can you please do that? There we go. Please give me food. Are there better tiles I could be working? Let's take a quick look. Yeah. This is straight up better than Niter for some reason. That feels very weird to say. But the deer is better resource than the Niter for us to work. You could have fooled me. Alright, we can go improve the oil. We may as well. We have the money. May as well. Gives us extra production at the very least. What were you doing? You have 4 build charges. You have a decent bit of potential in you here. How about we bring you throughout our recently expanded empire, and you can improve upon some of these resources that perhaps have not been improved upon as they should have. How about you do that? Yeah, this is a prime burning city. There's nothing here of worth, except for a couple of diamonds. But that's pretty much it. And where do you unlock the, let me see, I'm probably blind for what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, yeah, so we built our first neighborhood, so we get stuff. Pig snout truffles. Oh my gosh, and that just straight up gives you an extra 20% culture. And this gives you straight up plus 25% gold. So if we move this to symbol of peace, theoretically that should throw our gold through the roof, because that main city is making so much. I think that's how that works. May as well shoot stuff. Is there any way we can hold on to this? It's not really worth holding on to, I don't think, but we could try. +1 amenity doesn't matter. +2 loyalty. That doesn't really help us, I don't think. If we make them happier, maybe? Yeah, there's really not much we can do. Holding onto the city would allow us to be able to have a diamond corporation, but I think we could have that anyway otherwise in other areas. So it's not really that big of a deal. If we take a look at what we can research now, I am thinking that we go for combined arms. Getting some uranium could be nice. I don't typically use nukes ever, but they may be a potential option for taking out Grand Columbia, because they are going to be a threat. Alright, research lab.
And the elite.
Okay, we just immediately unlocked totalitarianism. Okay. Cool. I guess that was 2 research labs is probably the requirement for that. Gilded Vault. We just have tons of money because we're filthy rich. You need to build a water park because you are not very happy as my dear citizens. Let's build it up by Kilwa-Kisiwane. You can have the sheep around. It'll be a beautiful view, I think. And you can build a trader. Why not? We can have so many of these things. And just make an insane amount of money. I'm not opposed to that at all. What do we want to do here? Let's go for the full power and just do great engineer stuff. It doesn't really matter. I wish I could just queue that up a bunch, but it doesn't look like it's giving me that option. Okay, that's fine with me. Whatever. Let's go to here. Anything you can do at all. We should probably build a district. The question is which one? Production district could be nice. We would have to get rid of this decent tile here. But it gives us a +3 adjacency bonus, which is pretty nice. Symbol of peace. You guys know the drill with this. You guys know what we do by now. We'll buy a sewer. It has a 16 pop cap at the moment. May as well just build. There's really no reason not to. We'll bring you guys up here. Actually, why are my battleships going this way? We should just have everyone come up this way. We can go mess with Bulawayo here. Again, we don't really need the city. There's nothing here besides, I guess, a diamond and Mount Kilimanjaro that would have any potential value for us. Maybe coal and aluminum, but I don't see too much use over there. We don't need fascism. Absolutely not. I don't think we're going to be able to hold on to this. It does not seem likely. Be happier, please. Pew! We can... Wow, how did that only do 28? That seems kind of crazy to me that only did 28. If I move this guy out of here, that city's going to flip almost immediately. I think we may just need to take it and burn it. There's really not much value to be had here. The diamonds, and that's about it. So, yeah, how about that? We will do that. We'll go out and kill this line infantry. This city's going to flip very quickly. There's really no way around that. Oh, yeah, steal nanotechnology while you're at it. Go ahead and steal some stuff. Go ahead and recruit partisans just because I think it'd be funny. And then, no guys to trade with there yet, so we send a deconverse. You guys know the drill by now. We're making insane amounts of money. I'm quite a fan of this. We may just have to go mess with Gran Colombia. The thing is, are they fighting anyone at the moment? They're not, but my army is significantly stronger than theirs now, so although their city fortifications are insane. What was that, 120 at one of these, I think? 115, 128? Those are some insanely tough cities. I don't know how we're going to be able to really do with that. But, I mean, we can certainly try. And for some reason, these city-states are not improving their stuff. They really should. They're still at bombards. That's kind of sad. We've moved past you is probably the best way of putting it for them. We've moved past you by now. We appreciate your support, but there's really not much you can do for us if we're being perfectly honest here. Yeah, we now have the option for an olive corporation. We have options for all these corporations, but we don't have the great merchants to take advantage of it. So for now, we're kind of just sweeping through Africa, and that's about it. Although we are making decent work on that. A lot of these we could take really quickly and burn. I mean, 18 garrison strength, that's nothing. They don't even do enough damage to me to make a tick on my health bar. So I'm not too concerned about this. Flips in 4 turns. It is actually somewhat stabilizing somehow. So how about this? You come back in here. Somehow that is stabilizing somewhat. I mean, it's still dropping by 6.6, which isn't great. But, I mean, if we chopped stuff down, we could quick raise the population. Although the pop cap is only 2 anyway. So I don't know how well that would work. Maybe that'll help because it's a higher population. We'll try. We are technically growing now. There's nothing I can do with an aqueduct, unfortunately. Let's do a sewer. Just to help out with the housing. I'm just trying to find some way of keeping them from flipping. We'll get them a zoo. That gets us mass media, which is not a big deal for us. Broadway would be nice to build. Other than that, really no big deal from any of that. Let us do... There's gotta be something you can do. You can build a water park. That'll help keep our people happy. It's one of the few things that you'll actually be useful for doing in that area. Alright, library. We can't buy anything else yet because we're only making 2,400 gold a turn. Only. So we are slightly limited in our spending sprees. Library purchase. We're down to 172 gold. That feels weird to say. Because that is still a decent amount, honestly. But, yeah, we'll just buy builders everywhere and do all that stuff. I'm just trying to think of if there's a city-state anywhere that can actually be liberated. What city is this? Ulundi. We don't want any of these here. So instead, go ahead and repair a granary. And you can go ahead and repair a granary. Alright, we've unlocked some more stuff. Let's take a look. Cultural heritage. Ooh, that... extra 100% tourism from Great Works. We don't really need it, but it'd be cool to have. Aquatic center, sports media. We'll go for cultural heritage. I kind of want to be able to see all this other stuff here. We could upgrade Victor. Don't really... I mean, we don't really need to. He's not that useful. What we should be going for is the stuff not being damaged by environmental effects. That's what we should be going for. It's kind of a mistake on my part that I haven't been doing that. It's just really good. We'll move our submarines. I don't know why we haven't been. You can actually go away. We don't need you. He was just reflecting on life, but it turns out we don't need him to reflect on life anymore, so you can just go do something else. We'll move these guys up. Wow, we've actually been able to save this city in terms of loyalty somehow. I don't know how we did it, but we have been able to do it. We're just marching our armies in. There's nothing they can do. It's all formality, but we may as well... where did you get moved to? Go ahead and go to the iron, I guess, since you've already moved. And you can go to the ivory. Get me some ivory, please. And you can go there. Man, our builders are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have a beautiful land here. Our empire's very big. I like how, with all of this, we're still barely ahead of them in terms of score somehow. I can't get over that. Everyone go to Deconverse. You guys know the drill. Everyone go to Deconverse. That's just... what is that? Just 5 production and oil? Yeah, we don't really need to work on that. I never fixed that. Why did I not fix that? It was right there. Alright, now we go to We're Definitely Peaceful. You can sail up here. I could just sail in and completely annihilate that, but it's not a big deal, so we'll wait. And you can go ahead and repair their stuff for them, because I think that actually gives us more money. Or that should, I think. I can't think of a reason why it wouldn't. They're shooting us, not a big deal. They can't do jack to us. That's a machine gun, and I'm still annihilating them. They're just throwing themselves into me. I don't mind the free experience at all. I don't mind that at all. Ranged attack. We may as well just shoot the cavalry. Basically annihilate them. Because of course we did. And I do feel like we should put a neighborhood down. I mean, we'll do it out there. Eventually we'll need more housing in this area. It's not too important at the moment, but eventually it will need it, so we may as well. And then we can get tons of research labs because we have money. Can't build a water park because we don't have a high enough population, yada 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 yada. How about we build Cristo Redentor in Ulendi? We don't want Broadway down there, but Cristo Redentor could be cool to have. Let's just build truffle resources for basically everywhere. I'm kind of wondering why I haven't been doing that. Solid damage to the walls. Why does that glitch happen? That's really frustrating, actually. We can do really good damage to their walls. We can basically kill whatever we want, so we'll kill the crossbowmen because ranged attacks are annoying. Something is glitching out at this point in the game. I don't know what's going on, but something is freaking out on me. Alright, you... shoot the crossbowman, may as well. You can sail in and do some damage there. I don't know how we didn't kill that. There we go. Yeah, but we're tidying things up very nicely here. We can, I mean, all these inland ones aren't a big deal. We can then take these ships and go and mess with the Middle East a bit. Rockadet is actually on the coast, so if we bring our guys all the way back up, we could do something with that. What I want to do is build a canal here. That would be amazing, and it would actually make sense to do. 66 gold. We are ridiculously rich. Go to We're Definitely Peaceful, guys. Go to We're Definitely Peaceful, guys. Go to We're Definitely Peaceful, guys. We have a lot of traders spare right now, actually. Go to We're Definitely Peaceful, guys. And then you can go fix that. Give us more money, please. I want more money. That's basically been this whole game. I want more money. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Simon Bolivar is still not at a point where we need to be worried, and I have actually basically surpassed him, more or less. So that's cool. Oh no, my machine gun's actually taking damage.
The internal combustion engine for the horse marked a very gloomy milestone in the progress of mankind.
We want to build Golden Gate Bridge. If we build Golden Gate Bridge at... I don't know how it fully works, but we should probably build it up here somewhere. Building it here could actually be pretty fun. Gives us a route straight into Africa. Into our cities, basically. And our protectorates as well. Pew! You're dead. Pew! Pew! What's the loyalty like here? It's going up by 4.1. We can't really afford to move that infantry at the moment. So we're gonna move you in like so. Extra plus 20% culture. We don't really need that at the moment. So we can't build any wonders up here, which is a bit of a shame. I still want to build that, but we're waiting. Ah! Once that factory's done, we will have something to do. You can take a promotion. Heal outside of friendly territory. That's incredibly good. And we're back here again. I mean, I don't want to get rid of my sheep. We actually we wouldn't really gain much if we're being honest. We could get rid of this farm. I know we just built that farm recently, but we could do that. Not really a problem. Alright, now go to Draeger. This is just... I feel like this problem is getting worse somehow. This trade route issue. Why can't boats be faster? Boats should be faster. I'd like to keep Ayutthaya on my side, please. We should go do that in Kagwana, honestly. They're the only city-state that I'm not actually the suzerain of at the moment. So getting them on my side would mean that I'm the suzerain of every city-state in the world, and that just feels good to say. So maybe we should consider that. I can't really use Tundra for anything, can I? I wish I could build farms there, but alas, I am not Canada, so I cannot do that. Alright, let's take a look down here. If we can just polish off Africa and the Middle East to look much more Portuguese, then we could very easily move into India. They still barely have any military at all. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, to be fair, they don't really have any dangerous neighbors around them, so they don't have to necessarily have a military. Alright, oh yeah, you're counter-spying, that's fine. This is all fine, I don't really care about any of that. We have discovered uranium! Nice, good to know we have that. Shipwrecks are not that big of a deal for us. We haven't really been specking into Culture Victory, we've just been coincidentally doing well in it. If we do rocketry, we'll be doing pretty nice. We can't boost that at all anyway. Okay, let's do... We're gonna wait on that because it only takes 4 turns to research anyway, but I would prefer... Oh, there's some good stuff in here. We're gonna do professional sports and then space race, and that should reveal all of the remaining endgame governments, which is very nice for us. More money, please. We don't really need the food. We have 101 food coming in at the moment, so I'd rather take the extra gold and amenities. We could build the theater square. We don't really need to. A +5. That's potentially worth getting rid of a wheat field for. A +5 yield. There's also a diplomatic quarter, which for some reason we haven't built yet. Why have we not built one of these yet? It's actually pretty good. Why have we not done that? Here, I'll get rid of the copper. Because that way at least we're protecting the campus. It's not really that important, but at least we're getting the use out of something. I wish I would have built that in my capital, but I don't think it's really a good spot. The way I built my districts, I wouldn't be able to cover all of them. At most, I'd be able to cover 2. What is that? Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Totally forgot what I was talking about temporarily. I know that surprises you guys, but, yeah. Totally forgot temporarily. Alright. We're building this out here. Go, campus. And you... We now have Caguana on our side. I would actually rather do this. Boop. That way we get more science from our research labs and stuff like that. I think it'll be slightly better for us overall. Oh my gosh. That did a lot of damage. That also did a lot of damage. Gee willikers. We can now upgrade the destroyers, actually. Which is a great upgrade for our stuff. Come on. Yeah, easy sauce, baby. Easy sauce, I think is what people say, right? Bee's knees or whatnot. There we go. We'll repair that. We'll keep it just because there's aluminum here, there's ivory, there's gems, or diamonds, technically they're called in this game. Lots of bananas. This is a city worth keeping. If a bit messy down here and having to be maintained. But certainly, I think certainly worth keeping, so we will do so. And we can repeat routes and keep getting insane amounts of money. Now that we actually have some things to go improve them, please. Alright, we need to go to these cities. These ones are inland, so our artillery need to go there. And yeah, my submarines can kind of go wherever. They're not really going to be helpful at the moment, I don't think. Repeat that route. Begin that route. Begin that route. And begin that route. Look at all that money we're bringing in now. That just gave us an extra 200 gold. Oh, I love this game, man. This game is great. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, now that we have all these spare builders left, let's go improve on Dini. There's actually some good stuff down here we should work on. You are going to improve that already. Improve the cows. Why have we not improved the cows? Or cattle, technically, sorry. Oh, we killed a Canadian spy. Get wrecked, son. Mendo's been promoted. They failed to steal money from me. Draeger, I don't know why Draeger's a target, not something like my capital, which is making much more money than Draeger is. But you know what? I'm not going to complain, really, about it. I'm just surprised that they're doing that, to say the least. Alright. Great engineer. Oh, absolutely. I get an extra 20% production towards space race stuff, and that's really good for us because we also get an additional charge on him, so I'm pretty sure that stacks. The rocketry boost doesn't, I don't think, but everything else does. Which is amazing. Buy the navigation school. Why have I not bought these things? Our science is 651. We have passed him up by a decent amount now. That's what I'm talking about. Repeat the route to Venice, please. I like how blossoming the city-states are, because I've just been trading with them so much, they have so many envoys, that they're able to have so many tiles, because I think that's how they get tiles, is based off of how many envoys they have. So, we've been doing a pretty nice job, I'd say. Is it worth building an ivory industry here? In Tadmeka? There aren't really any other big cities that have ivory, right? In the area? Because it may be worth giving to them. Although I will say, does Tadmeka have an encampment? It does. Okay. Actually, I think this may actually be worth it then. There we go. We are holding on to that city, technically speaking. You can move there. You can go down here. We could probably take that with very little support at all. There we go. Yeah, our military is just, it's basically unstoppable. Grand Colombia is the only person who would really stand much of a chance. Even Korea, who has the third largest military, would probably just get swept immediately. There we go. Bulawayo is mine. We are going to be losing it very quickly, however. Get me a monument. What's the loyalty? The loyalty is going up 5.7, so if we move you, this loyalty will actually start to drop again. We gotta work something out here. If we could take this city quickly enough, this one here, that'll fix our loyalty problems. Because a couple of these cities are definitely having loyalty problems. Alright, and... build me a campus. +2 right there is pretty good. Yeah, we'll build the industrial one there, which will mean that the campus can go here. Wait. No, we want it to go here. It does mean we have to get rid of the deer, but that's fine. You guys are kind of running out of uses over on this coastline. We kind of need to send you out this way. We're gonna have to do some quick damage if we want to take this city in time. It's dropping by 16. It's very hard to stabilize that. Oh my gosh, they can barely do anything to us. We heal off the damage faster than they can do it. That's just sad.
When you launch a rocket,
you guys are just sad, man.
Do not build
professional sports, we have all these buffs, it does not matter. We're just doing that well at the game. I don't even really want to go Science Victory if I can help it. It just doesn't sound fun. I may go Domination, frankly. Just for the change of pace. Yeah, if we can take this quickly enough, we can stabilize this region. It's going to be a bit close. I would love some mechanized infantry. But I kind of want to play it to where we actually get these tech boosts, because they're just very useful. So we'll go nuclear fission, since... I said fission, sorry. I was about to say fusion, because I know there's a tech in here for fusion. But I corrected myself at the last moment, so that's why it sounded really weird. There we go. Booyah. You, sir, go improve the ivory. We could very quickly make this into a corporation. Pew! We did a decent amount of damage. We may be able to get this quickly enough. Maybe. Alright, we need to go over here and start messing with these chaps a bit. This Middle East area kind of needs to be beaten to shape a bit. You were counter-spying here in Draeger, absolutely. Yeah, definitely keep counter-spying in the city center. That's by far your best spot. Definitely the most optimized. Yeah, we're cleaning up Africa. It's looking much better now. Then we can go to the Middle East, and then India. India, sad to say, you're gonna be next. Well, not sad for me, sad for you. You're next, pal. Then we'll go Korea, then we'll go Japan. We'll leave Grand Colombia and Canada for last, because they're kind of off on the side. Even though Grand Colombia is actually our biggest threat, they do also have the largest military other than us, so I kind of want to hold off as long as I can, just so I can further cement my lead over him. We just need to do as much damage as we can. This is flipping very quickly otherwise. I'm just ignoring these guys that are running throughout my empire. I probably shouldn't. Oh. I want to make a corporation, but at the same time, his buff is actually really good. Trade routes gain +2 gold for each strategic resource at the destination city. That got us a couple hundred extra gold, I think. Which, you know what? I will take that. A couple extra gold is pretty couple extra 100 gold is pretty nice. Alright. Consulate seems good. It's actually really good for buffs. Look at those stats. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. We've been waiting on that, and it's been a mistake. That's really good, actually. We'll buy a trader. These places look like they could use me to spend some money. Be happy, please. Be happy, be healthy, and whatnot. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Just to clarify. I don't even eat Honey Nut Cheerios. It wouldn't make sense for them to sponsor me. It'd be funny, though, to say that they sponsored me, even though they obviously don't. Let's see. Sydney Opera House. Oh, I have to get rid of some good tiles if I want to build this thing. I don't really need it. It just gives me extra culture and great musician stuff, which I'm not going to be using. So you know what? I'm not going to build it. I'd rather have the other stats that are there, because it's extra food and production. It's just better for me, I think. Alright. Let's do this just to keep the city fully powered, may as well. And we get some great engineer points after that, which I'm not going to complain about. We could get a +2 there. A +1. Boop, we'll do that. We do have geothermal stuff by now, don't we? We don't, actually, I don't think. Wait, do we? Where is it? It's right there, geothermal plant. For some reason, I thought that was the picture of a nuke, which it very clearly is not. No matter how much I played this game, there seems to be knowledge that I just slip on, and it's really sad, because I shouldn't be slipping on it at all. But, I still do. So, good job, me. We have to get rid of a really good farm, but +5 housing is pretty nice. I know eventually we can get seasteads, but that's not my point. That actually did a decent amount of damage. Next turn we'll be able to take it. We need to hold out for just one more turn here, which we should be able to do. Haha! Get messed up, crossbowmen. Get messed up. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna go wreak havoc on the Middle East here. Look at our battleships. We'll be able to shoot so much from here. It'll be great. Rocketet will actually have to send in an infantry all the way up here to go take it, unfortunately. But we should be fine. They're attacking my stuff. It really doesn't matter. They can throw all this stuff at me and I'm fine. My machine gun heals off the damage because they just throw themselves at me. They're basically just feeding me for XP. I remember, just a couple sessions ago, they had the most fearsome army in the world, which was really sad. But, I got advanced power cells. Did I succeed at... I succeeded at bringing in one modern AT, because that's definitely worth it. Recruit partisans as if 2 levels more experienced. Absolutely. That sounds amazing. You can siphon funds, recruit partisans. Just keep recruiting partisans. That sounds really funny, although it is feeding their experience a little bit. Globalization. Plus 5% science per city-state you're the suzerain of. Plus 2... Oh my gosh. I mean, we have to go for this one. Synthetic technocracy. We could go for. I mean... Seems pretty decent. Plus 5% culture per city-state you're a suzerain of. We're starting to get to the pretty powerful endgame stuff here. It's pretty insane. I don't know why Symbol of Peace has not had a serious production area until now. It's kind of sad. We should have had one by now. Alright, we will get rid of one of our only remaining regular tiles here for a spaceport. I think that's absolutely worth the sacrifice. Repair the granary. All these cities down here are just in terrible shape because I have not... They've just been ransacked by pretty much everything. I will take this, thank you very much. Your loyalty shouldn't be dropping anymore. I'm gonna move you out just to be safe, but your loyalty... Oh yeah, there we go, just had to update. We're fine. We have absolutely nothing to worry about. These guys are not a threat. They're kind of wimps, honestly. We'll kill the crossbowman, because he'll throw himself into the machine gun and die, as you do. Oh my gosh, we take out half the walls in one hit. We are just insanely powerful. Oh my gosh. We're in a very nice spot here, ladies and gentlemen. We may as well do that. Because I get a promotion! Huzzah! I could go through and improve all of this, but I really don't feel like I can be bothered, honestly. I do like to micromanage, but this is just so much to micromanage. I do not want to have to deal with that. We'll repeat the route to Vilnius, since you already had that going. I loved that name from Whumper, Whumpland Wonderworld. It's so random, but I do like it. There we go. We'll get an extra pop out of that, and then we'll be able to build something nice there in its place. We do have uranium out there. I can't quite reach it, unfortunately. Oh, actually, yeah, I can. Timbuktu can get it. We may as well get more uranium. I mean, come on, it's uranium. We may as well. Bonk. Oh my gosh, Robber Baron. I love that achievement. we have the ability to create at least 5 corporations. That is pretty crazy. To be fair, when you own essentially all of Europe and Africa, you get access to a lot of different resources. And eventually I'll be moving into Asia here, and I'll have turtles and tea. It'll be good stuff, man. Good stuff indeed. Catastrophic eruption that really didn't do too much to me. Build a nuclear device. We could absolutely do that. I haven't really done nukes in the past, because I just haven't really bothered. But I feel like it could make sense to do for this. This city is not worth keeping. We could just freeze Sumeria. Now we'll burn it. No need for it to exist. There's just no need. We can get rid of a lot of this. If we can, now we have to move north. There's really only one city left down here, and then we can move north. I'm just trying to keep track of all this in my mind. Kill a fighter. I want rocket artillery. I'm not waiting for that. Oh my gosh. Ah, this is great! Grants enough envoys to become suzerain of this city-state, then removes all other players' envoys. If we go to Caguana, that is going to be so powerful. That seems a bit overpowered, if I'm being honest with you. Are you telling me that's about to liberate to the Zulu? How? How in the world is that going to be a thing? I surround them! That does not make any sense to me at all, but you know what? The Zulu are in the game, I'm not really gonna care. Go ahead, Zulu. You can feel free to exist. I don't really care. That just seems so weird to me. We are not getting much XP from these guys, are we? We're just way too powerful at this point. They grant us 1 XP, basically, per kill. Which is not a lot. Do we have the offshore rigs yet? Oh yeah, we passed it a while ago. How about we go grab some oil right as we're about to pass when we need it? Makes sense, right? Let's go grab some. We could build a seaside resort. 8 gold. We'll build a seaside resort just to get one, plus it gives us era score. We need 50 more era score if we want to be able to if we don't want to go into a dark age, which feels like a lot to me. But whatever. Alright, bananas. We're just gonna leave you be. The Zulu can kind of just do whatever they want. I don't really care. We need to heal our guys, and if they stick around here a little while, they'll be able to be upgraded, which is very appealing. Advanced AI, 90% chance, don't mind if I do. We may as well just do a listening post, why not? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they actually have a decently powerful army. Although it is weaker now. They have to be fighting someone. I have to guess that they're fighting someone. There must be some city-state over there that they're fighting or something. I can't think of what else it would be. Haha! Synthetic Troubles United! Alright. We'll move that to we're definitely peaceful, guys. And we get tourism from that, which feels really weird. But we do get tourism from it. And we'll build the Manhattan Project, why not? Gives our city something to do. Although we probably could have done that here instead. You know what? Switch over to doing the Truffles thing. And you can do the Manhattan Project. It's the same amount of turns anyway. It's not that big of a deal. Oh my gosh, our stuff is so high leveled. We can just do insane amounts of damage just really quickly. Ah, this is gonna put my boats in somewhat of a precarious position. If we just shoot all the walls, then these guys can kind of just sit out here and do whatever and kill all these units, get an insane amount of experience. I do like we've gotten to the point where we can just go to town on them. We're that powerful now. It shows how far we've come as a society here in Portugal. Alright, we're gonna send you to... We'll send you to Maracaibo, I guess. Why not? May as well. Is there anything worth building down here? I mean, +3, that's pretty decent. We'll do that. And we're about to get uranium here, which is actually gonna make that better. Don't mind if I do, and repair some stuff, please. There's just so many cities to keep track of at this point. We can trade with Kumasi a bit more. Go and improve the ivory. Go ahead and build me some aluminum stuff. I get nanotechnology buff. I will take it. You guys can just hang out here a little longer and heal up. And then... Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, you guys can't be upgraded yet. My artillery can, though, if I wait a couple of turns. Well, that's going to be really nice. Rocket artillery are just going to be insane. I love the idea of that. There's nothing for my submarines to do. We're getting close to India, though. Look at that. They're just hanging out over there. India, you're going to die, I think. Simon Bolivar still has not researched rocketry. I'd like to point that out. That means that we're in a very good position. These boats are just kind of in a bad spot. I really need to move them somewhere else.
Here at our sea-washed...
Oh, okay, we built the Statue of Liberty. That's cool.
I ought to be
and the Eiffel Tower in the same turn.
One day there will be no
and we got
borders,
globalization,
no
baby.
boundaries, no flags.
This is a nice buff for us. Because instead of getting useless faith, we now get production from our trade routes. This is going to send us through the stratosphere in terms of productivity. Absolutely. You're going to see things just speed up in production so quickly. This went from 16 to 11. Or I guess 15 to 11 would be more accurate. That knocked out 4 turns off of something that takes a long time to do just from all of our trade routes. It's crazy. Okay. Telecommunications, where am I looking on that? Don't know yet, but we have discovered giant death robots. They're gonna change our game once we get them. They're what I use instead of nukes, basically. I love this endgame music as well, actually. It's pretty nice. Corporate libertarianism, not really. Synthetic technocracy, and then one other that we can't see. So we'll do near future governance. And that'll probably... Well, I mean, we don't really need it. We'll do it, though. We'll take the stuff that we don't really need, because why not? Ah, that was stupid. I don't want that. I actively don't want that. Here, if you're gonna do something, convert to oil power, I guess. I was trying to buy the research lab, and I can't really get rid of this now, I don't think. Can I? I don't actually want it. Can I please get rid of it? No, I don't think I can. Bummer. I can recommission it, which just means it's less likely to go nuts on us, but that doesn't really help us, does it? Repeat the trade route. We're making over 3,000 gold a turn. It's not even a challenge at this point. We are just overpowered is the easiest way of putting it. We're just insanely overpowered. We don't even really need to build any of this stuff, but we may as well build something. Like a commercial hub, maybe? Nah. Industrial zone, we could get +1. It's not really that good. How about this? We'll build an industrial zone here. We can also build an industrial zone there in Braga. Once the population is high enough, of course, because I don't know if it's actually high enough yet. Alright, you, sir! You can march into battle, because there's nothing you really need to do yet. Just sit there, take some fire, because you very easily can. We can annihilate their wall entirely in one hit. That is ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. This is flipping to the Zulu again, I don't really care. Come on up here. We need to move our army north and just deal with all this mess that's up here. If I put my boats here, then they won't get in the way of Rockadet. Actually, you go up there and just heal. You'll be able to out-heal whatever they do anyway. May as well just nuke the walls. Oh my gosh! That's so insanely powerful, dude! Oh my gosh! I get 90 gold from Venice trade route. This game, if you stack things the right way, I'm not even that good at the game. I'm only playing on Emperor. And I am just, oh my gosh. It's insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, I think next time I definitely will play on Immortal. I know I mentioned it near the beginning of the stream as a possibility. I want to try out my luck with Immortal. Emperor's the highest I've ever truly played a match through with. Look at this. This measly damage. They can't do anything to us. What a bunch of wimps. What a bunch of wimps. A Category 4 hurricane. Well, that's not good. There we go. Rocket artillery time. Let's see it. We already pretty much completely annihilated them anyway. Rocket artillery. And we are making enough oil at this point. So this is fine. We can just annihilate you pretty much immediately. And we'll just shoot that city. We don't even need this one. It doesn't have anything good. It has 1 oil, and that's it. So we'll just burn it, I think. Move on to greater prospects. And we'll go satellites at this point. I really want the mobilized or mechanized infantry. Sorry. You would think that by now I would know the names of things in these games, but no, this may surprise you, but I don't know the names of some of them apparently. Ew, what a dum-dum. We could build a canal actually. Let's do that. I haven't built enough canals. It's a fun thing to do, connecting your cities up to the coast like that. And I don't think this one, I mean this one technically has a harbor, but I like the idea of having boats go through like this. It's fun. It's getting rid of a farm, which is we kind of want for a desert city, but you know what? Not that big of a deal. This seems like fun. And that is my motivation for doing it. It seems like fun, so why not? We could make a tank army. It wouldn't be that useful, but we could make one. Let's just have one to say we have one. It's gonna take 19 turns to build, that's fine. Actually, no, we don't want to do that here. We want to do that down in Tadmeka. So, cancel that. I want you to instead, I don't know, need something for you. Just build a builder. We don't need to overcomplicate things here. We're gonna send you out to Maracaibo. Have fun. Safe travels, please. You can repair the sewer, please. I want Ayutthaya back on my side. Thank you very much. There we go. They're back on my side really easy, in fact. Oh my gosh, we're filthy rich. And I love it. Love every second of it. We now have the ability to create a diamond corporation as well. Oh, I think it's just reminding me. I have more than that already, but it's just telling me differently for some reason. Even though I already have enough, it's being weird. Here, you could just fortify. You'll pretty much heal off almost all the damage anyway. Let's just go ahead and shoot a crossbowman. Pew! And that heals us. Is that a thing I have slotted? I don't remember why I get that. Because that seems really powerful. I don't remember why I get that. Go ahead and just repair. Yeah, you're still pretty useless, if I'm being honest. We can just use you to go spy on India, I guess. There's really not much else you can do for us here. Someone built the Panama Canal. I don't care. I'll make you a bit more money. But, you know, I'm at 3,400 per turn. I don't think you can really compete with that. Yeah, something leads me to believe you can't compete with that. They don't stand a chance, dude! They don't stand a chance! It's ridiculous! Type of government. Oh, which one am I going to want? Because I should just select that one in advance. World's Fair? Oh, absolutely vote for that. And give me some points, please. May as well. Let's just pick something I'm not going to have, like tea. And then we'll put some votes into that. They're probably going to pick something that I have, which will be a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Let's go democracy. We want to kind of pick something that they may be closer to. Monarchy? They're that far behind? Okay, a couple people voted for democracy and communism, so at least they're kind of on par with me. But India and Japan apparently are still at monarchy. Coffee, okay, I don't think that affects me. This is good for me, though.
Justice is the bond of...
Oh, yeah. And I am absolutely certain I'm going to win that. I mean, I have so many cities just giving me so much. I don't know where the meteorite landed, and frankly, I don't actually care. That's going to flip back to them. That's absolutely fine. What's more important is that we are just insanely overpowered, and I love it. We can just get +6 in all. We can just get at least 6 in all of these different places. Pingala, I mean, we probably should do that just because, I mean, it's kind of late in the game for that. I'm already at over 1,000 culture anyway, but, may as well just do it. It's not that big of a deal. If we kill the crossbowman, it heals us back up. Oh, that's so ridiculous, dude. That is so ridiculous. Can you just immediately march on them? It doesn't look like you can. What happens if we get rid of these guys on the sides? Is it just a zone of control problem? It doesn't look like it. Well, bummer. We're gonna have to wait till next turn to get that. I kind of wanted to get it, you know, now so I could burn it. They shouldn't be able to detect this because it's a submarine. Unless they move directly next to it like that guy did. So maybe they'll be able to see it. We'll see. Oh my gosh. We are... We're so powerful! It's so great! The world is in my hand. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. They just siphoned away 6,000 gold from us. I'm out healing them. They can't do jack. They're so bad. I have enough tourists to have a culture dominant over Canada, which doesn't make any sense. I don't have map yields. I have map yields. I want to say for civilians. No, I don't actually. I could have sworn I did. No, I don't have map. Maybe it was just for aesthetics. I want to say maybe for settlers. I thought I had them on for something, but. I'm able to usually see just by hovering over it. It eventually tells me anyway. And also if you're in the, I'm often in the managed citizens field, so I'm able to see all that as well. But, thank you for pointing that out, Donsworth. I think I did that for 5 a bit more, because, I don't know, I've just gotten into such a rhythm with 6 that I'm able to keep track of it pretty easily. But, while you're here, how you doing? I hope you're doing alright today. We, as Portugal, the symbol of peace, are peacefully taking over the world. by peacefully, I mean we're using guns. So we're doing really well over here. I hope you're doing all right. All right, we're gonna build. What am I doing? Let's just put it here. And I'm only playing on Emperor. It's not fully optimized. I'm not full pro or anything. I'll probably play Immortal for next game because it'll be a fun challenge, I think. What am I build? I can't build a water park here because I don't have a high enough population. I'm kind of just running out of stuff for my guys to build. We'll just build more builders. They're gonna be useful down in Africa. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear it. I am doing pretty well myself. I admittedly haven't done much today. This is probably the most interesting thing I've done. I did get the chance to sit down and do a bit of reading though. That was a nice, relaxing experience. I've done a little bit of reading here and there, but I haven't just sat down for a good half hour and read for a bit. Just finished a Victoria game. Oh yeah, England definitely is one of my favorites. I would agree there. I don't like the way Eleanor of Aquitaine plays because she's just annoying. It's powerful but annoying. I like the theme of the way that Victoria plays a lot more. So, yeah. Out of curiosity, what difficulty do you play at? I know maybe you're a pro and you play in Deity, in which case you could be teaching me some things here probably. But I'm just curious. Everyone kind of plays at their own difficulty, and it just makes for a. I think it makes for a fun experience. I can't get giant death robots yet. I kind of want to get giant death robots and just peacefully take over the world that way. I don't need any of this. We'll build a Sydney Opera House, even though we don't need it. Just to have it. And just to give my cities something to do. I literally don't need it. We'll build a meeting house just to give them something to do. It said that that's the point I've gotten to, where I'm able to just buy everything so my guys don't actually have to do anything, and we'll raise it because we don't need it. The only thing that we could potentially have gotten was an incense, but Moreau will be able to give us that anyway, so we may as well just do that. We'll kind of creep forward and shoot that a bit. We've been able to out-heal their city damage, which is pretty crazy. And we'll just move these guys in here, and next turn we can just mess them up. But, yeah. I don't remember what I did, but my battleships are for some reason able to heal when they kill units. I thought that that was a Golden Age card that you could get, but no, apparently it's something that I'm able to just I can completely destroy their walls in one shot. This is a couple sessions ago, Donsworth. I'm not even kidding. A couple of sessions ago, I didn't have any of the stuff in Africa except for Memphis. This is back when Egypt was still in the game. This is back when the Mali were still in the game. This is back when the Zulu were still in the game. All this was pretty much free cities, and their army was so powerful they were actually beating me back out of Africa. It's ridiculous. Emperor, normally any higher, the AI just cheats, forcing you to play a certain way. Yeah, I have gotten that impression. I was considering playing Immortal just so that it would be a little more difficult, but if it involves the AI just straight up cheating, I don't find that as interesting, I guess. But yeah, I feel like Emperor is a really nice balance to where you could still probably win, but if you genuinely have a bad game, then you know it's not guaranteed. But preferring online matches, I don't typically play with people actually, just because I don't have a lot of people I don't know a lot of friends who have dumped this much money into the game. I bought all the DLC at full price because I was an idiot, but I really like this game, so yeah, I did that. Now I just have to deal with the consequences. By that I mean I have less money. But yeah, I could probably play with people and be much worse. But I also like the idea that I'm way better than I am. But I don't know. I feel like it's a mixed bag. If I'm kind of just rambling, but if what I'm saying makes sense to you, then good, because it's barely making sense to me, honestly. Yeah, I mean the overall stat buffs aren't too big from Emperor to Immortal. I want to say it goes from plus 16 to plus 24%. Science, faith, and culture. Yeah, I think it's something like 80% extra production or in gold and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I could build railroads. I totally forgot about this. I never build these military engineers. So I just have never bothered to do this with railroads, but it's probably kind of expensive, but I feel like getting around my empire would be much faster then. It's a good game, Pop. I kind of like that version a little better. For no reason, it just seems funny. Alright, and let's see how quickly we can annihilate these guys. Very quickly! Just like that, the entire city is melted. We've gotten to the point where they're not a challenge, and that makes me feel really good about myself. I'm keeping it, because I don't want these people in the game. I'm way better than them, and they all know it. Alright, and we'll just give him a name, because why not? Scooch him forward, and shoot. Yeah, but I know you mentioned Victoria was one of your favorite, or it was your favorite Civ. What way do you tend to play? Do you tend to play science, domination? What are your typical play styles? Because I tend to play turtling for science, but I also lean heavy into commerce. So I go very heavy into with the secret societies with the Owls of Minerva. Portugal has very quickly become one of my favorite civs because I tend to play very heavy in commerce and city-states with Owls of Minerva, and Portugal stacks onto that so well that it's insane. Most of these stats you see here, these pretty decent stats, I would say, for the time period, are from my trade routes. It's pretty crazy. Oh my gosh, because, I mean, you can see, where's my capital? You could just look for the really high number. Symbol of Peace alone is 154 my 864 science. Mostly from trade routes. It's just so insanely powerful. And now I can use this. Culture and domination, interesting. Culture is definitely my favorite way to play. I don't do it as often because it's just more difficult, I find, because it's not as simple. But culture's really fun. Domination's that one I've normally done, actually, because I tend to play with a very small military. This is an exception at this point in the game because I'm just, although this army's still barely larger than the one I normally have, but I'll just play defensively because I just find military victories sometimes to be a bit of a slog. But this is a bit of an exception, I think. I'm enjoying this. You see, really liked Vanilla Victoria being able to warmonger the mid game, then swing to culture with the British museums. Yeah, it's pretty fun. The I tend to utilize her because from what I remember, she has pretty good production stuff with her harbors, and that also incentivizes you, or the Royal Navy dockyards, and the extra military units incentivizes you to do more colonization. So she's pretty fun. I like to whenever I play True Start Earth, I will tend to lean towards Victoria because I just find role playing as England on True Start location. I don't know why, I just find it fun because you get your own little island that you get to worry about. It means it kind of limits your colonization until you've been able to get shipbuilding, but it's pretty fun. So I want to see this effect. There's currently no suzerain. This is going to give me one envoy, and it's supposed to erase all the other envoys that are here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, so supposedly everyone else's envoys here are gone. Yeah, only influenced by me. Oh, that. Oh, they built the Golden Gate Bridge. I was planning on actually building that. It's not that big of a deal. It wouldn't really help me out that much. All of my trade routes are coastal, or across the sea anyway. Really, Egypt and the Congo. I haven't played as the Congo too much. I feel like if I played as them, they'd be fun. But I don't typically do much with religion, which, to be fair, the Congo can't have a religion anyway. But I like the idea. I like the ability to have my own religion to defend against other people getting a religious victory. Because if you're playing as the Congo, the only way you can really stop someone from getting a religious victory, because you want to have all the different religions in your Civ as Congo, the only way you can really stop them is by converting other people with the religion you have, or by just knocking them out before they can convert everyone. I'm about to get some pretty solid buffs here, I think. My culture's about to go through the roof, and I want to see it happen. But yeah, what I've also been doing is I've just been moving around these plus 25% gold in host cities, and it's just sending my gold through the roof, and it's really fun. Do I want to switch out any of this? I like the extra 5% science and 5% culture, but I really don't need. I could actually sacrifice some gold if I wanted some more science and culture, but I don't really need it. Congo can grow crazy tall, yeah. A lot of the times I've played against the Congo, maybe it's just been situational, but most of the times I've played against the Congo, they've They've either been near the top of the scoreboard or near the bottom. I think it just depends on if they get attacked early on in the game, because oftentimes when they're low on the scoreboard, they're kind of walled in. But yeah, they seem really they have a lot of potential. I just haven't bothered for some reason to play with them, even though I absolutely could. All right, let's take a quick look at the culture thing. Yeah, I'm doing way better than Bolivar at this point. 538 for domestic tourists. That's insane. Simon Bolivar still isn't to rocketry. I don't know what he's doing at this point. I feel like he's kind of slacking off. How is he not researched rocketry? There's only 3 techs behind me. The extra gold, food, and production from sculptures, relics, and artifacts. Yeah, I really need to play as them. I haven't bothered, which is kind of sad, but I really should, because they seem good. I mean, I tend to randomize it whenever I play as these people. I only selected Portugal when I played this game because they were a new Civ I hadn't played as yet. So I figured playing as a new Civ would be more enjoyable. But next game I play random, I could also consider playing the Congo. It's just, I have options, you know. I overthink things, which is probably why I play Civ to begin with, because of all the different things you can think about. But I could just say, yeah, I'll play as these people, but I like the idea of randomizing it at the same time, because then I don't have to worry about thinking about it. It's a really roundabout way of thinking about it, admittedly, but it's what I've convinced my brain to do at this point, so it's what I'm rolling with. Does this place have an industry or a corporation? I guess they don't. This is one of the few cities that doesn't. They can't really help me out then. Let's just give me some great engineer points. Khmer's growing on me. The micromanaging their religion, yeah. I played as Khmer back when they, wait. Yeah, we're thinking of the same people, I think. Are we? Hang on a second. Yeah, we're thinking of the same people. They're the ones that have the, religious site adjacency bonuses or something like, you get buffs if they're by aqueducts, right? Something like that. I played as them once. They were alright. I was pretty much forced to go a religion game, obviously, because it's Khmer. They're very heavy into religion. But, why can't I build this yet? It needs a research lab. Bummer. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to buy all the science stuff there. That's for the next couple of turns here. What do I want to do with these? I don't really need any of these, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really need any of these. What am I doing? We may as well just promote Victor, because I'll be moving him around a bunch. There we go. Alright, yeah. Whoa, hang on a second. What's going on here? This is Niani, extra gold. Again, just... I don't really need more gold. Just do great engineer stuff, I guess. I'm not really in a bad situation here. I'm running out of things to do very quickly. Okay, you can move up and shoot that. Basically one-shot it. My gosh, that's powerful. That is insanely powerful, dude. What the heck? Yeah, at this point, the rest of this game is basically just going to be me running around, conquering everything. India is looking pretty tasty over there. They only have 64 military strength. I could practically knock them out just by landing some guys over there. I don't even have to work my way over there, but I could. I kind of want to just burn a lot of this stuff down. We don't need it, is the thing. It's just empty space. A lot of this I don't need. I'm just taking it to take it. It's just excessive at this point. Alright, I gotta move all these guys up. There we go. You can move up as well. I can't reach that stuff yet, but we've basically been able to get Africa under control, which was my goal. Okay, yeah, it's flipping to me. I don't know why I was gonna be flipping to the Zulu when I have this much pressure around here. 316. I don't know where they're getting all the pressure from when they're completely off the map, but the Zulu are the Zulu, I guess. They will find a way. Alright. I need you to move. Because I need both of you to move, but you can't move yet. Bummer. I need to start shooting Rocket-Det, because we're starting to get close. We just one-shot the walls! What is the point of having all this stuff if I can one-shot everything, dude? What the heck? My mind is just blown. Alright, yeah, just build railroads. I'm sure that costs more money, but I want to say that I have a railroad, because I've never really bothered with it. We could use some more great merchants at some point. Let me see. Yeah, but besides Victoria, what are some other cities you like to play? That may have been what I asked when you said Cleopatra in the Congo, but just to let you know in advance, if I ask a question and then re-ask it, just let me know. My short-term memory is abysmal, so I could very well just repeat a question that I've already asked someone, or say something I've already said. Just warning you in advance. I've made it into a bit of a joke amongst myself, because it's better to laugh about it than cry about it, I think. But just letting you know. But
There may be no
ooh,
forgiveness for
what did I get?
Polyester.
Helicopters,
On this
geothermal
one,
plants,
himself,
extra 2 gold.
over his own body and mind, the individual
I could actually afford to do the
soul.
minus 10% science. Although it's very heavy in the military. I don't really want that yet. I'm still gonna wait. Now we got the advanced AI. Let's... Nanotechnology. That's not important. Why have I not done giant death robots yet? I'm just gonna click on giant death robots, and I'm not gonna look back. I'm not gonna look back at this point. Digital democracy, or what does digital democracy do? Minus 3 combat strength for all units. We're not gonna want to do that one, I don't think. I think synthetic technocracy may be our best bet, because we're not really going for culture at this point. So we'll just go synthetic technocracy. We could totally go culture, it's just I'm not gonna bother. I'm already doing a ton of other things. Foment unrest. Yeah. We're just messing with Grand Colombia, because they're the only one that even has a chance of standing against us at this point in the game. We're gonna upgrade these guys. We are basically unstoppable. Yeah, and now we have the 4 range, so we are just... They're fighting with swordsmen at this point. You bunch of bums, you don't stand a chance against me. Those 4 are starting to play Shaka a bit more, really. Pedro seems to play similar to old Victoria. Yeah, oh, Brazil, right? Yeah, I haven't really played much with Brazil because although I probably would find him pretty fun, because he's a pretty generalist civ that is good with, purchasing great people, essentially, so I feel like I would get a kick out of playing as him. I don't know why I haven't bothered playing as him. Oh. We may actually want to start worrying about the climate a little bit, because I don't want I have tons of coastal cities. I don't really want them to get flooded, so we may have to start worrying about that. I don't know. But I'll ask something I don't think I've asked yet. This is a question I try to ask whenever it comes up in my... I try to ask it every stream. I tend to forget sometimes, but I like to try to ask it whenever it comes up. What has been your favorite thing about today, your day? Did you... What is he doing? He's gaining sources. Okay. Did you eat something? Did you have something good to eat? Did you have a fun conversation with someone? Did you play a fun game? I know you mentioned that you, I think you said you just finished up a Victoria game, so maybe that's it. But just curious about how your day has been. This is probably the best. This is probably the most enjoyable thing I've done today, because I like playing Civ, and it's been a week or so since I've played it, so it's good to get back into it. But I like to ask people that whenever they show up, just to add some more conversation into the mix, you know? Alright, machine gun can move up. There's really no threat to it at the moment. The swordsman, if he attacks, will just heal me, because I'm just that powerful at this point in the game. Make a railroad. Oh! That gets me era score, apparently. Sure, I'll take it. Why does that get me era score, of all things? That doesn't seem very good, or very useful to get era score from that, but okay, I won't question it. We can't burn that one. I feel like we need to take a look at what's here. I feel like we burn this one. Ooh, that one has silk. We don't really have silk yet. And that one has cotton that we don't really have yet. Do I bother taking them? It just seems like such a hassle, honestly. Let's get some solar farms, extra production in gold, and we get some power, which is nice. Nice renewable sources of power. I feel like India... We've pretty much cleaned up Africa. I feel like once we take out Rockadet, I feel like India is our next target, guys. They're just sitting there. For soccer. Ooh, do you play soccer? I played soccer back in my elementary and middle school years and a little bit of my high school. Turns out I wasn't really much of a sports guy. I kind of just did it for the school credit and stuff. But if you play soccer, that's pretty cool. Let me see. You need to heal. Although I probably just need to move someone in and take the city at this point. Just go ahead and do that. Rocket is mine. I probably just need to... Ooh, why are you flipping? Oh, I could have just refused that, and it probably could have been the Zulu, actually. There we go. Yeah, we are losing diplomatic favor again, because we own 5 occupied original capitals. That's a bit much, if I do say so myself, but that's where we are now. Where's my other mechanized infantry? We need you up here. Come over here, please, and knock that city out. We'll just come up here and knock them out. Total city damage. 120. We are very powerful. Let's upgrade you to a destroyer. Actually, let's move you back real quick. Upgrade you to a destroyer. Can you be upgraded? It doesn't look like it. Alright, well, we'll hold off on that then. I remember what we were trying to do. We were buying a ton of science stuff up here. Research lab. Now switch to the Amazon Scott Research Station, please. I don't know where my country... Oh, I have... Okay, I understand now. I have heard quite a bit about that over Twitter recently. I don't follow soccer in the slightest, or football, I guess, depending on who you talk to. I don't really follow any of that, but one of the people I follow, or a couple of people follow, I think maybe, live in the UK, or at least follow the UK soccer stuff, and it seems like it's just been it's just been crazy on Twitter the past day or so about it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really follow it, but it's been kind of crazy, it seems. So, my gosh. What is going on in our world nowadays? Alright, yeah, we just need to start moving all these guys over to India. They're dead meat. I'm coming for them. They don't stand a chance against me. I do want to actually do the road stuff. Just because. It's not going to serve any purpose, but just because. If I made those rocket artillery into army, they'd actually be armies and they'd be a lot better. Maybe I should have done that by now. But yeah, gosh. There are certain things that people will get very heated over, depending on who you talk to. And it's different for different groups. Like, for example, I know a couple people who will get pretty heated about politics, as an example. There are just some things that get people worked up. And I've never understood why sports is one of those things. Just because I'm not a sports person. If I was a sports person, I would probably understand. But it seems like people get really worked up about stuff like that, which surprises me, honestly. But oh, wait a second. I should research something else because I may be able to get the boost for that. No, well, doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's my... Soccer's a big culture thing. Yeah, if I may ask, 'cause I'm pretty sure you're UK. You are UK, right? Like I said, I have not been following the soccer thing, but it seems like from my context clues, it seems like a lot of the people that are upset are in the UK. We're walking down the street before the match chanting, even kids are screaming England. Wow. I mean, was this this was the Argentina thing or something, I want to say. Now that I think about it, I want to say that my parents turned on the television or something and caught the last couple seconds of the people holding the trophy or something. So that's the extent of my knowledge on this topic. So, whoa, hang on a second. We have a lot of policy slots to fill. Yeah. England seems like a pretty cool place. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They seem like a pretty cool place. Let's do... Oh... A trade routes to an ally or suzerain's city. Provide +4 food and +4 production for both cities. A suzerain. So I think that'll apply to my city-states, I'm pretty sure. My trade routes to an allied city or vassal city-state. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Hang on a second. I have to figure out what's... Hang on a second. I may not see something immediately. I may not see whatever you're doing immediately just because I have to reassign all of these cards that got rearranged. But I will be able to look in a second. That one, I guess. 3600s. Oh, no! Our dude died. That's a bit of... Oh, Italy, really? Okay, yeah, that... that just shows I have not been following this in the slightest. I have not been following this in the slightest. Wait, haven't I built 2 solar farms? The game seems to think I haven't. Oh no, I guess I haven't. I guess I've only built 1. Well, let's build a second while we're at it. Hang on, well, we'll do that. Yeah. We're gonna pass on that. I don't really care about amenity, plus, with the appeal. It's not really that big of a deal at this point in the game. How long is this gonna take? 32 turns. That's... At that point, I'm pretty much gonna be done with the science tree, so it's not really gonna be helping me out with anything other than production. So, that's not gonna be super useful, but... At least we will have it, right? I mean, I don't... To say we built it, I don't know if I've ever built it before, because the game's normally over for me by that point. I need to stop buying things. I'm trying to save up money for a giant death robot here. I mean, I could spend 16 turns building one, but I like the idea of just buying one with essentially 2 turns of income. Because that's just sad that I can do that. Alright, there's very few places where we can build stuff, actually. What do we even do at this point? I don't... neighborhood, I guess. +6 housing? Sure thing. Why not? And repeat trade routes. That get us an insane amount of money. Oh my gosh. We'll just knock you out. That's gonna flip to Egypt, apparently. Well, we can't have that. Bye-bye. We can't have you get in the way. We may as well go capture this. Because this actually is a capital. So... my stuff's not around, though. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to get everything over here. Alright, well, we may as well start doing that. India can just keep looking really appetizing over here. Oh, look at them. They're just sitting there. Their army is only 64! They literally would not be able to do anything if I came in and started messing them up. They would not be able to do anything about it. And that sounds hilarious. That's what happened when I attacked the Mali, actually, now that I think about it. They basically had no army. I don't know why... You're on Emperor difficulty. I feel like the city-states, or I feel like the AI should be building a military to defend itself. Wow, Simon Bolivar's army has really shrunk. It used to actually be within about 100 military score. Now I've practically doubled his military score. What happened? Oh, hello, Kingston. Oh, he must have been fighting He must have been fighting Canada or something. Because they only have 126. I can't think of what would be going on there that they're having such an issue. Oh. I'm not even gonna get the boost in time, actually. I'm researching lasers that quickly. Wait a second. No, this boosts something else now that I think about it. I cannot seem to remember what I'm talking about today. This is ridiculous, dude. And based off of the amount of resources we have, we should be able... I mean, we'll declare war on him. I really don't care. I didn't even check to see who he was allied with, which it doesn't look like he was allied with anyone. Which is good. Yeah, they just get a bigger head start, which really, it is quite impactful whenever they get that big of a head start, but I mean, the AI doesn't get smarter, which is really a shame, because I feel like if there was a smarter AI, it'd be a much more interesting experience, but they just don't... Wait a second, didn't we... I thought we built a tank army at some point, didn't we, or did I cancel that? I may have canceled that now that I think about it. This district's regional buildings provide +2 production. That seems kind of nice. I'm gonna pass on him. We'll recruit you just for the combat buff, because at this point it actually makes sense to do. And let's... 177 turns, are you mad? Why is that gonna take so long? Why is the production so bad in this city? Oh my gosh, dude. That's kind of sad. Where is your production at, Egypt? 236 turns, that is bad. Okay, yeah, that's worth getting rid of a wheat farm for. The biosphere is just a great wonder to have. And then we will go... I'm saving up money for the giant death robot. I can't forget that. I'm saving up money for the giant death robot. Water park out here by the olives. Which next turn I can actually buy a giant death robot. That feels ridiculous. But it's true. I'll be able to buy a giant death robot. Why, you ask? This is why we show yields. I mean, I have my gold stuff up here. I just need to leave myself a little pin or something saying, you're buying a giant death robot. Do nothing else but a giant death robot. That's what I need to do in order to actually remember, apparently. Let's just repair some stuff. That's probably our best bet there. I did declare war on him, so I probably should be moving my army out of here. You're a destroyer now. I don't really need these guys to be the missile cruisers, but we may as well, right? We may as well. There's really no reason not to. We're just that powerful. We're that powerful at this point in the game. We just may as well do it. It's a why not mentality. Where can I need to send you over here as quickly as possible? Oh, that was the wrong city to send you to. I should have sent you to Bulawayo. And I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but whatever. Foment unrest, recruit partisans. Recruit partisans have a 90% chance of pulling this off. That feels great.
I shall return.
There we go, we got environmentalism. We're the best. Oh, our poor diplomatic favor, though. We are not doing well in diplomatic favor. How are we doing at the World's Fair? We're absolutely crushing it. They stood no chance at actually getting that. We could go carbon recapture. We'll do digital democracy or distributed sovereignty, sorry, just so I can see what these are. My science route when conquering is to go for the planes to get a big air force. I've never bothered with the air force in Civ 6, actually. In Civ 5, the air force is insanely powerful, but I haven't done that in Civ 6 for some reason. I think it's just because, just because you have to have a district fort, maybe, is why. I like the district playstyle in Civ 6. I absolutely do. I like that style more than in Civ 5. But I think it means that I'm less likely to build an aerodome. In fact, I rarely ever build one, if at all. So that's probably just a side effect of that, honestly. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're so powerful! Japan is Kyoto. Isn't that their capital? Their capital flipped from them. They're having a very hard time over there. Doesn't sound like they're gonna be that much of a challenge. And thank you for that. You guys actually healed me up by doing that, so thank you for that. What a team player. Alright, we're gonna get an extra 25 gold, and we're definitely peaceful, guys. This is all the city is doing at this point. Gain 1,000 science? That's basically 1 turn of science. That's actually kind of bad. Is it sad that I passed on that, guys? I want to get your opinion. Is it sad that I passed on something like that? What we want to do is we want to buy this down here because they have all the military upgrades, so you should... Actually, these guys don't get experience, do they? I don't know, but we have a giant death robot. That's all that matters. Abominable ogre. That sounds pretty cool. And we'll save up our money so we can buy another one, because why not, right? There we go, we'll get some power. Yeah, we're only halfway through the turn cap, and we're already basically at the end of the game. I wish the AI would actually be smarter when you upgrade and they didn't just cheat. But I've ranted on enough about that. I don't need to keep going on about that. Cause where's the fun in that? Wow, that's a really good tile, actually. 4 food, 4 production. That's just a regular old growth woods, but apparently it's really good for some reason. You know what, let's get a commercial hub just for more money. Why not? I don't need it, but I want more money. Just to say that I have more money. And you are basically out of things to build as well, so just build builders. That's all you need to do. Man, yeah, we are, we're doing pretty well, I'd say. It's just putting railroads everywhere. Building giant death robots. We are in a bit of a good position, actually. May as well just do encampment training. Get some... That was gonna be gold? Why does that give me gold, of all things? Then again, I don't really need any of these. Yeah, we'll just do encampment training, why not? Get me some gold, please. Yeah, but I may end up going really long this time around. My past couple of streams have gone extremely long. And that I don't tend to do that, but I've been having a lot of fun with them, so that just ends up being what I do. Maybe we should just go up and mess with that. Take out Uruk real quick. Again, we don't really need to, but perhaps we should. Yeah, we'll be able to upgrade them next turn. Who is my favorite Civ? Oh, I don't know. There are so many good ones is the problem that I run into. I very much am liking Portugal. I've only played as them once, and they're new to me, so I don't think it's fair to say that they're my favorite, just because they haven't really set in for me yet. But so far, I've been enjoying them quite a lot. I will say, who else is really fun? I haven't played as the Mali much, but I'm sure I'd like the Mali quite a bit, but I'm not going to include them in this because I haven't really played as them much, so I can't really say. I do like Victoria as England. I've already mentioned that a bit. I like the Mayans, actually, quite a bit. When I played as them, I had quite a fun time. I like Babylon. The problem I have is I don't optimize things very well for a lot of the endgame Civics, or the endgame Civics and Eurekas, so I start off extremely far ahead, but then I start to fall behind a little bit at the end of near the end of the game. So, to be fair, that was the first time I played as them, so I could probably do better when I play as them at a future point. But I think to answer your question really in a long way around, Civs that are very turtle-like or that are very good with science or gold, that are very defensive Civs, I'm quite a fan of them. I enjoyed Vietnam when I played as Vietnam. I didn't do well that game because I had turned on the zombies game mode, and it absolutely annihilated me. So so that's a bad example, but I definitely like their playstyles. From what I remember, they're very good defensively, especially in their own territory, and then they also give buffs to things. I want to say their unique encampment is actually good and it justifies being used, which is better than some of the other ones because I don't typically play a military civ. But this is a civ where I'd actually build an encampment district, which feels weird to say because I don't normally do that kind of thing. But what is this? Why have I not seen what this is yet? Cleopatra. I haven't played as her since the base game. I haven't played with her with all of the new with the new Frontier Pass and the Gathering Storm and things like that. I'll have to take a closer look into what she does. Because I haven't played Civ as much as I used to, simply because I used to stream it more. So I ended up playing it more. But just because I've been busy with doing a lot of work on Tiramis, I haven't had as much time to just sit down and play a session of Civ. Because it's a very big time commitment, admittedly. But I'm just rambling at this point, but I need to look into a few more of these civs, because they'd be a lot of fun to look into. That was my really roundabout way of, I think I answered your question. I'm not even entirely sure if I answered it. That's how roundabout of a question answerer I am. Yeah, so normally I would have stopped about half an hour ago, but I still want to keep going because I enjoy Civ. Plus, this game isn't going to end this session, but if I do well enough in this session, I may be able to finish it next session, which, you know, I think that's a good thing to aim for at the very least. I'm out of things to build. I'm just gonna build Chichen Itza. Actually, it's not even worth building Chichen Itza. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm out of things to build. That is silly. Alright, Abominable Ogre, let's move out. You have a job to do, and your job is to wreak havoc at everything you see. And I forgot what you were doing. Go. Wow, there's a lot of copper down here. Go improve the copper, please. And you can come up and link with one of these guys. You can move out here, because they don't seem to have a navy. For some reason. I could practically take the city just by swimming into it. That is sad, India. That is sad. Look at this. I almost took the entire city just by sailing into it. It doesn't even have walls. What are they doing? India, what are you doing? You absolute fool, India. I can just coastal raid stuff and get some money. I do like science, yes. I think I played as Korea once or twice back in the day. They were pretty fun, especially with the way they have the policy cards set up to where rationalism, you get the best buff out of it if you get if you get a 4 or higher adjacency bonus. And the nice thing about Korea is they limit your placement of campuses, but they guarantee you a +4 science yield from it for the adjacency bonus. So you can get insane yields from Korea for science. I may need to play as them soon. I just need to make a list of all the civs I need to play at some point. The problem is I don't stream enough that I can get through all these civs in a reasonable amount of time. So I'll just, in the time it's going to take me to get through all these civs, I'm going to forget about some of the other ones on the list. But yeah, Korea is certainly fun. It's just one of the civs I need to play more as. Oh my gosh, Lily Laser, how's it going? It's been a bit. I hope you're doing all right. You tuned in at a pretty good time. We're peacefully taking over the world. And by peacefully, I mean we're using essentially weapons of mass destruction. Because, while it's not a nuke, I consider a giant death robot to basically be a weapon of mass destruction. Because it's a giant death robot. Come on. Okay. Now we're starting to get to some of the crazy stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go global warming mitigation, because I do want to keep my cultures high over some civs. I haven't even been trying to do that. Let's take a quick look at that. I'm curious. Simon Bolivar still hasn't researched rocketry. What the heck is he doing? He's not that far behind me. He's only 4 techs behind me. How has he not researched rocketry? Did he beeline something? Rocketry's back here. I've researched so much more. What the heck is this guy doing? But anyway, Lily Laser, how are you doing? Hi, I hope you're doing alright. Sorry, I got sidetracked very quickly. I have 5 of the 12 capitals. I could actually win a domination victory without really trying that much. Peaceful shooting. Exactly, right? Exactly. Oh my gosh. Abominable Ogre is going to take a little bit to get there. He's not super fast. Yoga Fire. Oh my gosh. Alright. I kind of want to link all these places up. I feel like one railroad network going throughout all this could look really nice. We need to link you up to this missile cruiser. Because that's going to make these guys insanely powerful. And I can just keep a couple of you up here, and you can take Uruk eventually. In fact, we could probably take it without. We could probably just take it with these guys. That's how strong we are at the moment. We're gonna dock this artillery over here and shoot them from afar. We immediately destroyed the wall! What the heck, dude? What in the world? What are they doing? They're not even putting up a fight! You guys need to do better. You're not even putting up a fight. Oh my gosh, I knew India wasn't doing that well, but this is just sad, dude. This is just embarrassing. What are they doing? Can I link you up with a giant death robot? I can't. I think it's going to limit his movement. But it is going to buff his combat strength and movement, actually. So, that'll be nice. Although, I don't know if he's going to... I don't know if his movement will stack. We'll have to see. Let's... What am I doing here? Is there anything I could do with Tundra? I feel like there's something I should be able to do with Tundra. I mean, there's just... I feel bad for not being able to improve upon this city, but it just doesn't feel like I could put anything out there. Seasteads. Don't mind if I do. 84% chance, that's pretty good. Yeah, but we are by far the dominant power in this world. It's not even close. If we were to knock out Simón Bolívar, I genuinely just think the game would end. Because there'd be no reason to keep going. Actually, if I take a look at this, if I knock out Korea and Simón Bolívar, I think I would just straight up win a culture victory. Although I am getting a lot of foreign tourists from them, so I don't think that would entirely be true. I like the idea, though. I like the idea. Okay, he's almost there. He sure as heck is taking his time, though. My gosh. There we go, we got it. That was extremely easy. Barely even an inconvenience. We now have Machu Picchu, which I don't think does anything for us, but we have Machu Picchu, so that's fine. And we can buy another giant death robot. And you guys aren't ready for this. Oh, you aren't ready for this. I feel like this giant death robot needs a noble name. I feel like it needs a noble name to back it up. It's just gonna tear everything to shreds, and that's what we're going for. Oh my gosh, we just have so much money. What do we do with it all at this point? More builders, I guess. We'll build University of St. Cor at this... Do we build University of St. Cor at this point? We don't really need it. We'll just build a research lab, I guess. We could just start stockpiling our money and seeing what happens. Because eventually we're gonna get an insane amount of money. And at this point, I don't really need the money. Noble. Absolutely, yes. There we go. Keep the city. It's going to flip extremely quickly. So we have to do this fast. Victor, get your butt over here. Where is he? Victor, get your butt over here, pal. We need help stabilizing Agra. If we can take out Calcutta, I might get another one from the Atomic Era Golden Age. That is true. That is true. I don't think I even need to use the artillery. I think this destroyer could stop. I don't want to shoot. Yeah, you could probably just take it yourself. We can take it ourselves. That's so ridiculous. My gosh, dude. We can now just land these guys and pretty much immediately start bombarding the capital. Oh my gosh. And I can now get cotton and tea industries. I don't even need these cities. I can just burn those down. This place apparently is good for resources. Who would have thought, right? We need to stabilize this place as much as we can. And I know I'm just buying a bunch of stuff, which doesn't make sense to do here. But yeah, that's what I decided to do, so deal with it. Oh my gosh, we're losing so much diplomatic favor at this point. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. And this submarine, there's really no point. We're going to bring them over here, I guess. We can go start scouting out Korea. They'll be a good target to take out for sure. We're going to go get some more power as well. Build some more railroads. Man, we're going to have a beautiful empire here. Good infrastructure to boot. The biosphere is only taking 8 turns. That's pretty solid. Alright, where can we go to do something good? Just go build solar... That place is actually pretty well powered. We don't need solar panels down there. Go build some lumber mills down here or something. We can get a ton of lumber mills down in this Middle Africa here, where the Congo would be. Oh my gosh, they're fighting with cuirassiers. That's their only military, as far as I can tell, is that cuirassier right there. Which it's not going to stand the chance, is the funny thing. They're basically going to be completely dead. So, good for us, I guess. And there we go. We can just spread the gold everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculously powerful. Just do great engineer stuff. Wait a second. Oh, maximum amount of products reached for that resource. Interesting. Yes, this is the Earth True Start Location Huge map. I like playing on True Start Location, actually. I like the roleplay aspect of it, I guess is the best way of putting it. It's fun. Plus, you have 3 range, so you should be able to shoot Calcutta from there. Oh my gosh. I was hoping for a bit of a challenge, honestly. What the heck is this? We just completely annihilated the city. Bro! What was that? I mean, come on. I was hoping you'd at least put up a bit of a fight. I mean, come on, dude. You kidding me? World Congress? I'm sure that's not important. I'm sure it has nothing to do with me. I'm apparently over my trade route capacity at this point. I don't know why. I don't think anyone left the game or anything. So, mystery we may never know. That's just that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Yeah, it does get cramped. It depends on how many you pick. I think for True Start Earth Location Huge, it automatically does 12. You could probably do a lot more, because for example, if you do more, it'll help out with their random placement, because in this game, we had, I think, 4 in Africa. We had the Mali, the Egyptians, the, what's their face? The Nubians, and the Zulu. We had all of them in Africa. And then up here in all of Europe, we had France here and me. There was no one over here at all. And there's still no one over here. To this day, Asia is empty. Basically to this day, because no one was over there. And then, if you come over here, all of the Americas was basically just for Canada and Simon Bolivar. That's it, as far as I'm aware. So, I wish you could do better. I wish it had better random distribution, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we actually, as much as I'd like to heal these guys up, we kind of need to move them over here. They can just heal up by getting damaged by enemy units along the way. I find it funny that that is how we heal them up, is just by having them fight other people. And we'll just shoot that while we're at it. Pew, you're dead. Where do we even send these people? We're running out of things for them to do. We'll just go spy on Korea. Oh my gosh, Japan's capital is flipping to Korea. That'll actually make them technically second place on the domination victory. Just by default of having one other capital. Because no one else apparently has been doing that. Oh, we actually already have a tea industry. You know what? I will take it. We have no guys around who can actually take these cities. Alright, move out, Donsworth robot. Beep boop beep boop. It's gonna take him a long time to get anywhere useful, but I like the idea that he will be useful. And then we can just build tons of copper. And eventually Africa may be useful. Considering how many cities I have outside of my home continent at this point, I should probably consider the card that gives you an extra 25% gold and 10% production or whatever for cities outside of your original capital's continent or something, because only a minority of my empire is even up there anyway at this point. That's just how well we're doing. What do these Bates even do? I mean, they don't seem that good, if I'm being perfectly honest here. So we're just not going to worry about it, and we're just going to build solar farms. Because solar farms are just good. And we still have not been getting any great merchants. Where are the great merchants? Why am I not getting them? I'm making 39 points per turn for a great merchant, and it's still taking this long to get them. Oh, no, we don't need to worry about that. You all don't want to fight me. Absolutely not. Although people probably don't like me at this point, so maybe they will.
What a grand sight this must present. Organisms.
We just discovered a... What in the world has happened? Oh, did we just get... Oh, we just launched a satellite. That's what happened. It failed! Who voted it down? Everyone except for India voted it down for some reason. Why are people supporting me? Are they trying to... Are they trying to make it to where,
That it has taken fetter this malefactor to the...
Are they trying to make it to where they're hoping I won't attack them? Because I don't think that's going to work. I'm still going to attack them anyway. If they think that's going to save them, they're wrong. Oh my gosh, that just gave us so much era score. And then 18... Wow. Okay, so we can see all of Australia now. See, here's an example of failed spreading out. This is why we build airports. Oh, that's true. I can airlift the robot. I didn't even think of that. I do it so little that I never even think about it. Here's what I mean by failed distribution. There's no one in Australia, in all of Australia. And Japan never even bothered to go there. This is their only city left. Their mainland stuff is flipped completely. No one even bothered to go to Australia or New Zealand, and no one ever started there. So it's so lopsided where people spawn, and it's really annoying. I just want to beeline that to make my giant death robot stronger. It doesn't make sense to do, but I want to do it anyway. And we'll just click on that and it'll research all of it. I don't really care at this point what it does. There's really nothing left that I really need. We're just busy taking over the world. Because no one can really stand in our way. See, here's another thing. Canada had all of North America to themselves. Why haven't they expanded more? They have what? Five cities? 2 that look like they flipped away from them? Why have they not expanded more? The AI is just dumb. I think they started with 2 settlers anyway, so they barely built any more cities, and then just stopped. What were you doing? Actually, I mean, we may as well just launch the moon landing. I don't really care at this point. We could just do it. It's just something I can do if I want. Aquatic center, and now we're out of money. That's fine. Build me a thing. Carbon recapture, actually. Let's work on saving the environment. No biggie. And... navigation school. Bam. Oh my gosh, but... Portugal is really fun. This game may be a bad example, because the true start location Earth, you can't always guarantee that you'd have this good of a setup. I got really lucky with all these coastal city-states. But I think Portugal is one of my favorite civs already. They're so good, dude. Just build builders. There's nothing left for these cities to do. I wish I could just automate them to always be doing something. Like, you know how like in Civ 5 where you could always say they're gonna just take a specific amount of their production towards something else? That would be nice. I can't do that in the current state of the game, which is kind of unfortunate in my opinion. There we go. Let's put the rest of our envoys in there, and yeah, we're over our trade route capacity somehow. I don't know how that happened, but it is the truth. I should be going after Lahore, because all my other guys can reach this just fine. Although we may as well just shoot all this, because why not? Pew. Oh. We'll say I find myself not going for science victory since vanilla, because they lengthened the tech tree. I actually like that a bit more. I like that the tech tree isn't as simple as the science victory that they had. The expansion upon it, I think, adds a bit more depth. Adding the giant death robots, it just extends the game a bit more, and I like that aspect of it. I understand not everyone likes it, but I certainly do. Man, they're still very close to rebelling, but they're not quite there yet. Oh my gosh, these guys are so slow! Get here faster, please! You butts! Go faster! I really need to unlink this guy. It's slowing him down so much. It's actively capping his movement instead of expanding it like it's supposed to. So how good is this camp? This is a 4 food, 5 production, 4 gold, and 1 culture tile. I mean, I know it's late game, but, I mean, come on, that's good, dude. That's good. This machine gun can kind of just hang out up here. I don't really care. It can shoot that city What is going on here? Eridu has its own little personal army with warriors and archers. That is... I don't feel like they're going to stand a chance, ever, in this game. But, hey, props for trying, I guess. We need more melee units over here. They're just not getting here fast enough. Let's build another solar farm, because why not? Bam! These places are actually powered reasonably well now. Let's take a quick look at religious victory. Simon Bolivar actually is not doing too well. So if we knock out India, shouldn't be that big of a deal, because most of these people have converted themselves. So it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just a melting pot of religion at this point, because I've taken over so many different people that it's just kind of all blending together. Extra... Oh my gosh, a 5-range rocket artillery. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just go quick take Patna. May as well. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh, that was their capital? I thought Calcutta was their capital. What happened? Really? I just think I can get a culture win quicker, and nukes... Also, nukes were changed so you can have them a lot longer, now likely to nuke everyone before science victory. That's true. I don't play with nukes, so that's probably maybe why I don't have that problem. But I can definitely see why that would be an issue. More solar farms! Let's go! There's nothing else to do with these builders at this point, may as well. And then just carbon recapture everything to make everything better. Yeah, I don't know why India doesn't have a military. That's kind of just pathetic on their part. We're gonna get everyone to 10 just because I can. Yeah, we now control every city-state. Oh, I can build solar farms here. That's something I could do. I can also grow woods. That's true. I like the idea of giving this place some power, though. And why can't you shoot it? Okay, never mind. You apparently don't know what you're doing. Our giant death robot has finally arrived. A little late because my mechanized infantry are pretty much already able to take care of this stuff. But, you know what? That's fine. Whatever. We're gonna link you. We're gonna move you in here. And we're gonna have you shoot that. Pew pew pew. Do a lot of damage. Pew pew pew. Do a lot of damage. We're just the best. Why can't you repair this? I know I pillaged this. Why can't you repair it? Oh, I can't repair it because it's not mine. The doy. You would think I would use the intelligence that I have, but no, apparently I do not wish to use my own intelligence. Alright, we can start moving our missile cruisers over to Korea. I mean, but to be fair, we don't even have to attack Japan to take their capital, because Korea is going to have it anyway. So we can just do that to mess with them. It's not even that big of a deal. Oh, well, that's why I can't actually see them. Pew pew pew. What? How does a machine gun do half the damage? That's sad. That's very sad. Gosh, by the time I actually get all those guys over to India, they're gonna have to run all the way over to Korea. There we go. We have a decent railroad now, I'd say. Yeah, they can't do anything about this. Their city's gonna be flipping on its own. If I just take Lahore, I think all of our problems will be solved here. So maybe we just do that. Our tornado outbreak, I don't care. I'm steamrolling the world. There's practically no way I could lose this. If let's be honest here. Imagine invading someone's land there just to fix stuff. The sad part is that's almost something I would consider doing, embarrassingly enough. That seems like that'd be up my alley of something that would happen. Alright. Oh, yeah, he does not do enough damage to walls yet. Let's, What happened? Did you guys just switch places? I didn't want you to do that. Can you take this? Oh, yeah, you can take that. Easy. Easy peasy, keep the city. And that's eventually going to rebel, so I think we just leave them be and move on to Korea. I never even touched their military. In fact, I can just leave my giant death... actually... Don, I could just have my giant death robots take care of this if I really wanted to. If I really, really wanted to, I could do that. Just do carbon recapture. Bye-bye. And yeah, we're out of things to do. Just carbon recapture everywhere. We can save the planet one step at a time, ladies and gentlemen. We may as well do it. And then we can afford to buy stuff here because we have money. And then we can just repair stuff. Yeah, but we'll probably be calling it soon. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. What is with my past few streams and being ridiculously long? That's not even part of my plan. It just ends up, that's just what ends up happening. And my gosh. It's gonna take so long to render is the funny thing. It's gonna take so long to actually do all this. Let's do a district, right? Whoa, something weird just happened with my hearing. I think that means that something has... That probably means I've been on this for too long if something just happened to my hearing. Yeah, Civ does that. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I'll probably be stopping around 6, so we'll be doing a couple more turns. That pretty much gives me enough time to head over to Korea and just mess them up. That's basically what I have time for at this point. I'll be able to take this city and wipe it off the face of the earth. That's not going to be a big of a deal. Now I can repair this. Although everything's kind of in bad shape here. I thought that was a spaceport for a second. I was going to say, how in the world did India, of all places, get a spaceport up? But no, I was just wrong. Alright, Korea, I'm coming for you. You better watch out. You do not stand a chance at all. There's no way in heck you stand a chance. Hey, Donsworth! I appreciate the follow, man. Thanks for joining the hive mind here. You're a welcome addition. We welcome you aboard. It's good to have you. Yeah, we are called the... I have labeled the community the hive mind, so I should have warned you to know what you were signing up for, but... I mean, it's kind of funny now. At least it's not a cult, right? It's better than a cult. But yeah, there you go. Just rambling about random stuff. That is my thing. I kind of want to have a solar farm directly next to a ski resort in the middle of a desert. That feels... Oh, everyone's denouncing me. That's fine. What happened? I think I'm only building one wonder at the moment, and if what happened... If what I think happened just happened, then I'm going to be very upset with this person. Oh, Cristo Redentor. Okay, I forgot about that one. You know what? I don't care about that one. You can build that for all I care. The Edmondson Scott Research Station is what I really care about. Yes, what have you... Indeed, what have you done? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but... welcome to the hive mind. It's good to have you. +3 movement. Okay, heck yeah, I'm doing that first. That's way better. I could declare a colonial war on Seondak. I'm that far ahead of her at this point. That's called, get wrecked, I think. We're just doing that well. Doesn't she have to be at least 2 tech eras behind me in order for me to declare a colonial war? That's kind of sad, if you think about it. Pew pew pew. You can just move in and take that. Get rid of it, I don't care. I could bring Samaria back and he could just go sit in the corner and do his own thing. I don't really care at this point, if I'm being honest. All this stuff's gonna flip to me. It's just a matter of time. So let's just... Ooh, +3 in the woods. Absolutely positively. Yeah, but the interesting thing is, I've mentioned this a couple times, I don't really care about being able to make money on Twitch. I'm mostly doing this just for fun, to provide entertainment for people. But we're actually getting to the point to where I'm almost getting... I'm almost hitting affiliate status, which seems crazy to think about in my opinion, because I never thought that would actually happen. But it is actually slowly happening. So every single one of you in the hive mind are actually leading to the point where you all can earn... Here's the real thing, though. Even if I get to affiliate, people being able to donate bits isn't the true reward. The true reward is that I can give out channel points, and then you can all redeem them and make me do dumb things. I mean, there you go. Grants production towards wonder construction capped at half your current treasury, then reduces your goal by twice the amount of purchase production. No, that actually does not sound very good to me. I'm gonna pass on that. That actually kind of sounds bad. I don't know why that was suggested to me. But hey, whatever. Alright, yeah, we're just sailing everything over to Korea at this point. Korea is going to die. Yeah, they can see my boats on the coastline. Need to get 4 more follows. On average, I think 3 viewers. Yeah, I think for my average view count, I want to say is sitting at something like 2.4. At one point, it was 2.9. And I was really excited. I'm going to be planning on streaming some more Awesome Knots soon, because it's not, some of my viewers just don't watch Awesome Knots, so I apologize to those people who don't watch Awesome Knots, but it turns out that some of my viewers seem to really like it. For example, my archive channel, I'm using that to get a gauge of what some people like to watch, and things like Civ typically have 0 or 1 views on my archive channel. Tirama stuff tends to have 2 or 3, and all the Awesome Knots videos, almost without fail, have 25 to 27. Apparently, people like to watch it, so I think I had upwards of something like 15 viewers at one point in one of my Awesome Knots streams. So I'm not doing it for the views, but I'm doing it because I haven't played it for a while, and apparently people want to see it. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that this Wednesday, just to let you know in advance. But yeah, that pretty cool. I happened to just see that today. I was looking at my archive channel just out of curiosity to see how many views the Civ stuff had got since I was gonna be doing it today, and I was just blown away by the Awesome Knots stuff, because I don't know, the game is so old at this point. You wouldn't expect people to watch it, but people are watching it, which is it's weird. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but as much as I want to just completely start annihilating Korea, we are just past 6. Don't think strategy games are that popular. Yeah, that's probably fair. Awesome Knots is a bit closer to a MOBA, so I would say that that's probably why it's a bit more popular. We're gonna get 25% less war weariness than normal. That's also nice. I just figured I'd mention that. But, yeah, I'm just gonna be going until I kind of have my army in a decent spot. Then I'll declare war on her, and then we'll call it, because that'll be a cliffhanger for you guys. And I love cliffhangers. They're funny to pull on people. So that is what we'll do there. Once I, buy a bunch of production stuff. And now we can switch back over to carbon recapture. Not that it matters. How has our carbon recapture been working? We've actually fixed some of the climate a bit. So that's cool. Good on us. Do we build Broadway? We just never bothered building an archaeological museum. Why not? I don't want to build any of this. Just let me do other things, please. I just want to do others. I want to quick get my navy over to, what's-their-face, so I can mess them up. And my giant death robot up here is just messing with these free cities. I could absolutely just leave them be, and in fact, I probably should. So we'll just move everyone this way. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's just embark him. He has the same movement anyway, because he just walks. This is the coolest thing about these guys. They walk through the water. That's how big they are. They don't even need to embark. Sorry, yeah. I'm just going to continuously ramble, because I love this game so much. Oh, my gosh. My land troops can actually just move through here. That's how fast they are. Because there are some decent roads there. Alright, you have 3 range, so right there. You can go hang out up here and mess with them. Korea actually has a decent-sized military. I don't know where it is, but it actually is decent-sized. So we will have to be somewhat careful. But I'm not predicting that they're going to be that big of a threat. A lot of their big stuff is coastal, or really close to the coast. So we'll be able to sweep through that pretty easily. So yeah, I'm not predicting much of a problem. We should just be able to completely annihilate a couple of these coastal cities here. We'll upgrade the coal, even though we have long since we have long since no longer used coal anymore. I know I am again going over. It's probably about dinner time at this point, actually, and I'm probably late for dinner with how much I've gone over. But I really want to get them to a good spot. Why are you here? Oh yeah, I moved to spy up here at some point. In the time it took him to get there, I basically moved my army up there. That's how fast they're going. Oh yeah, look, they have planes. What a bunch of scrubs. Whoa! What happened? Oh, Antananarivo flipped. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care. They're not a threat, and I'm gonna get them back when you flip away, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, you're flipping here really soon. So I really don't care about that. Nice try. Sea dogs. Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? Actually, we will declare war. We're right there.
If there is any work, my beloved.
I have to imagine our war weariness isn't in a great spot at the moment, but yeah, we're gonna sail our destroyers in. Their cities are somewhat tough, but not that bad. We're gonna use our submarine and just start destroying the stuff in the water, because why not? And then I'm gonna move my full army over, and right as I'm about to start doing some crazy work, that's when I'm gonna cut it off for you guys. Crazy cliffhangers, you just have to deal with it. Get wrecked. Funny, funny. Right? That's how it works, isn't it? That's how it works on the YouTubes and the Twitches. Funny cliffhangers are adored and appreciated by the community, right? Everyone loves a good cliffhanger. Without a doubt. I don't know. Just build a builder or something. I don't really care. I don't really care, dude. Oh my gosh, the giant death robots are on the march, boys! They're on the march! We can just sail... oh my gosh, they're so fast. Whoop! How quickly can you get over here? Get over here as quickly as you possibly can. We're just gonna completely annihilate Korea. But, yeah. All my guys are queued up to start marching over, which means... oh, come on! My gosh! It seems like every time they get caught, they immediately die. They don't even escape. They don't elude capture. They just die. I don't seem to have very good luck with spies in this game, but I have a modern armor. Where in the world did I get that? Hey, I won't question it. You know what I'll do, in fact? I'll even buy... I can't afford it. Never mind. I'm just gonna delete it. Give me some money. Alright, yeah, that is... why are you out here? I have a okay. We're stopping there. I'm gonna keep going so it saves through the turn, but that is it. We're gonna have to stop here. I have played way longer than I wanted to originally. I've been enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, while I've been doing this, I have definitely enjoyed it, but I've gone way longer than I was originally planning on doing. So I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time editing this. It's gonna take so long to do. The 80% spy mission? I don't remember. I didn't even bother checking. I probably should have. I didn't bother checking. Alright. Here we go. I think I accidentally played an extra turn without paying attention. You distracted me, Donsworth. How dare you? I'm just kidding. I don't mind. Someone just stole 7,000 gold from me. And the funniest part is I don't care. Oh, I thought their military was going to be somewhat of a threat, but they're fighting me with a Hwacha. I don't think I have too much to worry about here. Also, we're on the moon, and we built the biosphere, so,
if the enemy
yeah.
will be attacked.
Yeah, I don't think... I'm going to take this during an enemy territory one. Just because, we'll slot out that. I like absolutely everything else here. Alright, we're calling it there. I have to stop. I have gone so long today. I've enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. But I have to take a break from my screens, and I have to let this render. It's going to take the rest of the night to render this. I know I could just straight up upload it to YouTube as it is, But I like to put my little intro at the beginning and put a nice little card thing at the end, and that means I have to spend an extra 3 hours rendering. So yeah, I'm stopping there. Thanks for watching. Donsworth, it was great seeing you, man. I appreciate you hanging out and just talking with me today. It made the stream a lot more enjoyable. I appreciate it. And also, you're a member of the Hive Mind now, so hope to see you again in the future, and hopefully I do stuff that you enjoy watching. So, and Lily Laser, thanks for stopping by as well. I don't know if you stuck around, but it was good seeing you while you were here. Until next time, guys, this is Bloober Gamer signing off. God bless America.